I'm totally down for that one. Let's do it.
Bitch titties!
D&D 316.
Got some tickle bitties.
I always have to wait till it says we're live.
Well, ain't you a bunch of butt butters?
Well, smack my ass and call me Betsy.
Sure. Hi, people who may be watching. Welcome back after the long break for all of the holidays and travel. We have everybody here, even though you can't see Mitch's face because he does not have a webcam where he is.
No.
But it's okay. He's still here. I promise.
This is my face.
You might not want to see my face, but sadly my
show up
face
as a-
is here.
You show up as at least a square because of YouTube and Zoom. Since our wonderful Galen has nothing, there's not even a square. It's just a disembodied voice.
I'm
There's
talking to you
nothing.
from the great beyond.
At least it was called the Great Beyond, but since I've been here, I can only really call it the mediocre beyond.
How
did you grab the way
beyond? Meh.
Welcome back for our Humblewood. It's been a long time. In mind, we have our wonderful summary, which I will try to do considering so long. So our adventurers all set out from the town of the Elderheart, which is the city center of the Humblewood, in an attempt to reach out to the bandit coalition and try to strike some form of peace. On their way there, they came to the town of Winton that they learned had been under siege by gnolls. They've helped the city one night, and we're told that they've come into the area. They've been sieging the town every night for the past 3 nights, now 4. And the town really needs help to deal with this problem. So our adventurers have just completed the fighting off the current siege in the town. And that is where we left off. So as the battle draws to a conclusion, during the woods, and things have started to settle down into the village. You've all gathered in the same general area. What would you like to do?
Real quick, your audio keeps cutting out. It's like periodic, as though
Yeah, your mic glitches like every now and then.
like every
Domo
45
arigato
minutes.
mista robato domo.
Domo.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
Domo.
Is there any ambient noise in your that's like periodic in the room you're in?
Well, I can't not have my music.
Oh,
It sounds more like glitching.
Yeah.
yeah, it's less of like I don't know, it's just like it sounds like you're going through a wormhole. That goes away.
Hopefully, I'm making some slight adjustments, and hopefully they help.
Okay.
Was what I said generally understood?
Oh yeah.
Cool, because I don't want to do it again. But the battle is completed. You guys have all met up in the same general area. You're still Anar for now. What would you guys like to do?
Get some aloe vera.
Oh dear, how's everyone doing?
Still alive.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
How long does it take for all of you to be accustomed to combat situation? Because I'm still struggling here.
I got kind of thrown into it as soon as I joined the town's guard of my hometown.
Oh, since I was a wee lass.
It all depend. How many did you kill?
How many did I kill?
I don't think I saw you fighting, Galen.
Galen, you were holed up in the town jail, watching over Red. And a couple did come in.
Red or Frey?
Not Red, sorry, Frey. My
I was
mind
about to
is
say, I'm like,
broken. I am so Red got arrested, and none of you were.
well, that's a first. I didn't know.
This is the Hangover part 3. If you knew
But
that.
Lazy.
So you had a little bit of combat in there. Through the bars because she doesn't want to die either.
Mike just cut out again there, Sarah.
Like, what did I do through the bars?
Not you. Frey kind of helped with the combat through the bars. I think it's because this mic is super directional, and I move when I talk.
All right.
Are you listening to music from your computer?
No, it's through my speaker, which is not even pointed towards the mic.
Okay, you might just want to try using headphones or something.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to switch. But
Oh no, I mean just for the music, because I think the mic might just be like trying to decide if it's listening to you or the music.
It's so quiet, I can barely hear it.
Okay.
It can't be the music.
It doesn't sound like a music interference. It sounds like, I mean, the only thing I can describe it sounds like electrical or like signal interference.
Cool, yeah.
Like I tend to get it a lot when, like, well, with my old microphone, if my phone was too close to it, every now and again it would give off some kind of feedback. So
I'm gonna move where the mic's plugged in.
Okay. Again, it's only periodic, but it does jarble your words.
yeah.
You garble all your warbles.
And the jingle.
When you've wimbled all your wobbles and
Wumbles.
you've jingled all your jingles.
Listen to the flingle flumble of my
Like my fucking
tangerine.
tangerine.
That still lives in my head, rent free. My God.
I can't. It's an infection I gave the entire crew. I'm not sorry.
Only thing I want to bring over from 2020 is that.
That can stay.
That can stay. Everything else, apart from Mandalorian, obviously, that goes without saying.
And these campaigns that we started in 2020,
Yes.
they also can stay.
That song. The song that is derived from is the perfect example as to why we don't let upper class Englishmen write songs.
Yep.
When you've wimbled all your why are you writing a song for the Wombles? Shut up. Stop it. These are the kind of people that go to Wimbledon and ask the tennis players, how do you eat your Wimbledon strawberries? Every single one of them. With cream, with sugar, with cream, with sugar. Get to the one Scottish tennis player. How do you eat your Wimbledon strawberries? With my fingers.
Hopefully I won't cut out now because I've plugged it directly as I can into the computer instead of using my splitter.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yay.
my MacBook doesn't have a regular USB connection, only USB-C.
Well done, Apple.
Thanks, Steve Jobs.
So I managed to. Did Galen actually kill the person, or was it more of a case of tried to deter?
So one of the gnolls had broken into the prison, and you managed to get it back towards the bars, where Frey was able to grab it, and you were able to finish it off.
Okay.
So team effort.
Yay.
Okay.
Which
That's
is off-putting because you guys put her in fucking prison.
better than the RP. Well, I managed to stave off one who came into the prison, but it still doesn't get easier, from what I can
Yeah.
tell.
It will get easier. I remember when I killed my first one, and it took me quite a while, but it will get easier. Bear in mind, I first killed when I was like 7.
That's
Well,
pretty young.
it's a harsh reality, but you know, we're
Well,
doing good by hurting people who are trying to hurt others.
Gerald is very quiet at that. Like, not talking about that.
Galen actually looks straight to Gerald in this, with a, I can't even say raised eyebrow because do Corvins have eyebrows?
Yeah.
No, but ravens do actually have muscles where they can actually raise parts of their face like that.
I do that straight at Gerald.
Zoology.
Well, I've just had more practice than really I would want, but practice. Not practice you invite, but it's practice you end up with.
I find it is really effective if you ensure that they die when you first hit them.
Yeah, that is pretty effective.
Sure.
It is harder to kill
You
somebody.
kill them in the first hit. You don't need to practice that much.
It is harder to kill someone when they're on the ground going, "Ah, my leg! Why would you do this to my leg?" It gets a little bit harder to do it when they're doing that.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Oh, I am.
Oh, wow.
There was a lot of crying from both of us.
Now, is there
That's
anything?
good to know. Thank you.
Is there anything we can do for you, Gerald? I'm trying to get the voice back. Sorry, guys. It's going to be a little Scottish, a little Mrs. Doubtfire for a minute.
It's alrighty. Mrs. Doubtfire's actually a pretty decent Scottish accent, so go for it.
Oh dear. Put a little cream on your face.
Hello!
When you first started looking, I was like,
Oh,
that
now you got your cream and your sugar.
Phrasing.
One drop or two.
Doubtfire, dear Mrs. Doubtfire.
Help is on the way! Help is on the way!
I was imagining it.
That's
something-
Gwendolyn whenever one of us gets into trouble.
But Gwendolyn
Yeah.
rolls up into a ball and rolls towards you.
Yep.
Sonic rolls!
Sonic, Mrs. Doubtfire. That is Gwendolyn.
Help
Yeah.
is on the way, dear. You want to see some real speed, bitch?
You want to see some real
You
speed?
gotta go fast now. Gotta go fast.
Not even 15 minutes in, there's so much chaos and derailment.
That's Smith, dear, not Smith. The thing is as well though, that's like a coastal accent, so that's like my aunt. Like I have to live that shit.
Sarah,
Briarthorn, dear.
Sarah, are you great for us to be back?
Oh my god, yes. This is amazing.
It took 20 minutes for the giggle fits.
I'm gonna do this every time Sarah says to me, Brandon, yes, dear.
Oh, my cheeks. Ow.
This is the
need a
joys of
drink.
being an islander. Like anybody speaks to me, yes, dear.
Oh, how can I help you, dear?
Oh,
I'm gonna put Mrs. Doubtfire on loop on my headphones.
I encourage Doubtfire.
Oh my
Oh,
God. Gwen's official has just changed accents because of me.
I can't get help is on the way, dear. In my head.
Help is on the way, dear!
Help is on the way,
It's on the way.
Anyway,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm Scandinavian.
Your accent ever.
but
By the way, Einar, are you feeling okay? You were on fire for a bit.
I'm a little messed up.
Also,
Um,
You said
Also,
what my
um,
mom
very
said which
distressing.
time.
I think it is. This world is very different than where I'm from. There's a lot of fire. We don't have fire back home. There's lots of ice and cold.
You don't use fire to keep you warm.
I don't think warm is the word.
No, generally we have fur. I mean, I don't anymore.
On Einar and see he has patches of fur missing.
Yeah, Einar's just going to kind of like sigh and then like I think I will stay here for a while. Help them build better barricades, better. He's going to kind of look around and be like, reinforced walls. And then I think I will head north. Yeah, I had to rethink that. Wait, are bears the ones in the north? Yes, bears are the ones in the north. I will head back north. It is a small world here, and I am a bit big for it.
It's a small world after all.
No.
No. In ours luck, he'll probably get to like the dock and then like trip and break his neck on the boat.
With your luck, yeah,
where are you going, Einar? I'm going on an adventure.
I can't. I can't today.
I have the eyes of a hawk and the ears of a fuck.
We're doing great tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
We are getting shit.
This is what happens when you take an almost 2-month break.
Einar, what do your bare eyes see? Rolls in that one. Nothing. There's this big puddle of oil, but nothing else.
I remember exactly the reaction because they're all thinking, did I smell something burning? And they're all just like, he fell in the fucking hole.
For those who don't know what happened, Einar went into a trap that he built, fell in it, and then proceeded to basically do this. I can't get out. I can't get out.
Brandon said, "You know what? What would happen if Einar caught on fire?"
Wonder what would happen if I fell in.
Well.
Anyway, yes. That's all Einar does. Einar is then going to kind of just get up and be like, I think I will go and speak to the head of the village and see what I can get started on.
Wait.
What?
Galen will go up to you, extend his hand for a handshake.
Right, reaches his fingers.
Einar, although brief, it has been a pleasure, and I wish you all the best in your endeavors.
It has been good to know you as well, small little bird man.
I'll take it.
Zenzi's will hug Einar's calf. I'm gonna miss you, Einar.
He's just going to pat like Zinzi's head and be like, you were the best familiar and a bear could ever have.
This one time I will let that pass.
I'm just going to kind of look at you like, not much you could fucking do about it anyway, but okay.
Gerald will look up at Einar. It has been an absolute honor, and I am very sorry about the hole. I take partial responsibility for your inflaming.
I am not. My fur smelled too much like forest. At least this new coat will smell like snow.
Well, then I wish you safe journeys.
Red will
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that Red will go up to Einar and like push his arm with her knuckles and just go, take care of yourself, all right?
Einar's going to take his like wineskin, which has mead in it, and just be like,
Yes, give alcohol to the alcoholic.
It's half the size of Red. There's no way she's like
She's like Gara from Naruto.
This wineskin holds like a gallon.
She will take it anyway.
You have a gallon of
Go.
You ever seen
Thank
the camelbacks with water? She's got a camelback of wine.
some good shit to it's from the north.
Thank you.
Just kind of nods like. Flips up the blood and everything like. So.
Oh my god. I wrapped you some bacon.
Is there some cream for the tea?
Oh, I didn't have time to wrap some cream. Yeah. Let me go get a carafe.
You went from old English granny to strange Scottish dock cider.
Yep. I don't know what was in that tea I had earlier. We'll figure it out.
It's a special kind of weed called a doubt fire.
It's picking up all sorts of
when brewed, it makes you into an eccentric Scottish grandmother.
like kingdoms here.
And with that, your oversized polar bear friend Einar heads off back into the village, joining the mixture of townsfolk and soldiers as they're trying to rebuild what they can from the damage of that night.
I'm trying to keep the emotion in the moment, but there's so many lines.
Zinzi's kind of wipes her eyes, just like pretending that I'm not crying. I just got dirt in my eyes.
This moment's too emotional. I swear to God, it's unbearable.
Red,
Motherfucker.
Red will just go, well, and start drinking the wine.
I love how Hannah did this, like start drinking the wine when really it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like.
You know those super big cups you get at sports games? They're like
Yes.
That.
weirdly thin in the middle and you don't know why. That. All right.
What time of day is it, DM?
So the attack occurred right around 2 a.m. So at this point, it's probably close to between cleanup, saying goodnight, and the battle itself is probably about 2:30.
Really
AM.
tired. I'm really tired, guys.
Yeah, I
Same
think it's probably best that we retire for the night and yes.
I'll take my rest and turn watching Frey in the jail cell. Well, in the cell, hopefully not. Hopefully not. I don't think I'm planning on getting in that much trouble tonight.
Although that poses a relatively interesting to bring up. Frey assisted me.
What do you mean, dear?
She assisted me in dispatching one of the bandit members
Oh,
when she could have very much left alone and I couldn't. I may not have been. There was a good chance I may not have been standing here if it wasn't for her.
well, perhaps I'll slip her some bacon as well.
I don't know. It seems kind of sus to me.
I saw Frey vent.
By the way, Galen, I know you weren't here for it, but it's not bandits, it's gnolls.
Oh, it's just gnolls, not bandits.
No, these are there's just it seems that from what you guys have learned, an amount of gnolls have taken up residence in the cave, in some cave system nearby. They're not sure exactly where. And as gnolls are very territorial, they are trying to take over the
Expand.
area. From what
Mm.
yeah, exactly, from what it seems.
Ooh,
So
I
the
have
so
an
the
idea.
so they're basically becoming a virus and just basically going, oh, free land, mine.
Mine,
Um,
mine,
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 mine.
You better believe when we get to coastal towns,
Oh God, no.
there are
you
going
have
to be
Seagull Gallus,
eagle
don't
bird
you?
folk. I'm
You have-
just telling you now.
I'm
if we
imagining
have-
Seagull Gallus.
If we have pigeons, we have seagulls.
Seagulls. Yeah.
Suddenly,
I
Ganon is
actually-
filled with murderous rage.
I have an idea. If I were to write a message and attach it to, because before we ended combat, I summoned an owl, which was very
Okay.
strange for me, and that lasts for at least for 24 hours or until the next dawn.
It lasts until the next dawn.
If I were to attach a letter describing what has transpired and the assistance the town will soon need, and the Knoll problem that they weren't able to get to the Elder Heart, could that owl make it to Speaker Avery or
Speaker Conrad?
Conrad before sunrise?
I'm not even going to make you do an intelligence roll. It took you 3 days to get here. So probably not. I mean, they fly pretty fast, but that's still well, zoologists. If it's 3 days travel by cart, is an owl going to be able to make that in 3 hours?
Well, one, are we going just by like generic owl, like barn?
It was a
owl?
nondescript owl.
Nondescript.
Okay, so going by generals, 3 days, as they say, as the crow flies. Yeah, I think an owl could definitely make that. But bear in mind that owls don't travel during the day; they'd be traveling at night, unless it is bound to travel until it reaches its destination.
Well, what's their average flight speed?
Average flight speed of a barn owl, I believe, is somewhere in the range of 15 to 20 miles an hour. I can double check it for
Yeah,
you.
it's not going to make it.
I know their dive speed, less than that actually, between 10 and 20 miles per hour comfortably.
Yeah, no, they're not gonna. It's not gonna make it. There's 3 hours to sunrise. It took you guys 3 days to get here by cart, which is about 15, 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, never mind.
You say 3 hours till sunrise?
Even though it can beeline it like over the trees towards it, that's not. Yeah. I just wanted to check because before, otherwise he isn't going to serve much other purpose other than just sitting there in the jail with me, just woot, woot.
And yes, it's generally about, since it's about 2:30 in the morning now, it's generally about 3 hours until sunrise.
Yeah.
Oh dear, I better go back to sleep.
It's killing me. I'll get used to it, I promise.
Well, good night, dears.
Night,
Good
Gwen.
night.
Right
Good
all.
night, Gwen.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed.
Same here.
Yes, bedtime for me as well.
Gerald is retiring for bed in the jail.
Okay. There is the city guard, or the town, what's left of the town guard, I should say, has been taking shifts in the jail cell. The one who was with Gallon and Frey at the time is taking a much needed break and has been replaced. I would also like to point out that if you guys decide to leave her here while you deal with the Noel issue, you got a giant polar bear staying in town now. So that is an option. or you can keep taking her with you. But yeah, you guys are able to rest for the evening. Is anyone taking shifts?
Zinzi's is tuckered out. She's just going to curl up in her little bed nest that she makes.
Just real quick, were we able to get some sleep before the fight?
You guys were able to get a short rest.
Okay, yeah. Gwen needs about at least 6 hours to get her spells back. So normally she would participate, but she's gonna.
Like I said, it's not like you're the only people in town. There's no requirement for you guys to take shifts. I know it had been thrown out there, which is why I'm asking. If you want to, yes. If not, we can just go on to the next day.
I believe I have no, I don't get the feat until higher level, I think. Oh no, I can. I have arcane recovery, so I can recover all my spell slots in short rest anyway. So.
Arcane recovery gives you 1 spell slot.
Yep.
Yeah, it recovers 1 spell slot of the level, at least the level that you are.
Once per day, when you finish your short rest, you can choose expended spell slots to recover up to combined level of 3, and none could be 6 slots or 6th level or higher.
Right.
So.
But it's not all of your spell slots. It's just the 1.
Okay.
But you guys are doing a long rest anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys complete a long rest. You get up and it's not early morning. You guys went to bed late. It's late morning, early afternoon when you do finally get up and ready to head out. And the day is yours.
Well,
Remember, where are we staying at in town?
You guys were able to set up the first town folk that you met, whose name has completely slipped my brain because it's been a while. And no, I can't find it on one of my post-it notes because there's a million of them sitting here on this monitor. But he has agreed to put you guys up for the night.
Okay. So Zinzi's will just head down from her room or whatever and just meet up with everyone.
Yeah, it's basically like one big room that you all are in.
Okay.
He doesn't have a lot of space.
Okay.
okay.
Red will come down and very groggily, like, rub her eyes. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Mm,
Did
did
you
you
sleep
sleep
okay?
well?
Slept decently.
That's good.
Yeah.
I slept like a rock. She's gonna, like, crack her spine. It's like, oh.
I thought you meant figuratively, but I guess you mean literally as well.
Well,
How
no,
much of
not
that,
that quite literally, but
how much of that mead did you have?
I heard
before
all
bed?
over.
Wow.
What?
Wow. You had all of the mead before you went to bed?
Oh, no. I had to save some for later.
Oh. For a moment, I thought you said you had all of it. I was very concerned.
Concerned that she drank it all, or concerned that she didn't leave any for us?
More concerned that it was a big quantity in a short space of time, as well as the latter.
I've been
Look.
traveling with her for a while. She
Like
can drink everyone here under the table.
Like I said, I'm still getting used to a couple of things, but
Look, I may be a drunkard, but I'm not that much of a drunkard.
Zinzi's just gives Red a look.
What?
If you say so.
Oh, please, you should be proud of me. I didn't drink the whole thing last night.
It's as big as you, so I don't think you would have been able to do it anyways.
Now that sounds like a threat, but all right.
What can I say? I have a very threatening demeanor.
As I gestured to all my 2-foot tall fluffy self.
You just gestured to all of me.
Red just like pats her on the head.
Gerald comes in. That was a mistake. Those benches are not comfortable. Ow. What is that?
Oh. Gwen, are you awake?
Morning.
Oh, good
Morning.
morning, dears. Is it still morning?
Just
Yeah,
about.
just with the sun up now.
Ooh. I kept having bad dreams about bandits and gnolls and polar bears. It was a little unsettling. But it's good to see your smiling faces. Yeah, no lions or tigers, just the
Bears.
Oh
Just
my.
The bear.
My.
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh
My.
I'm George Decay. Oh my. I think I need some coffee, dears, or tea, or something.
I'd like some apple juice.
Gwen's gonna sort of like roll into a standing position and just sort of like do one of those cute little stretches. Ooh.
I need a coffee as well.
Not a usual morning ale.
Whenever she gets the coffee, she's gonna take like one of her flasks and like stare him down as she's pouring it in her coffee.
So the owner of the home has actually already headed out for the day. As a farmer, he's up usually pretty early and out pretty late, so used to that sort of rhythm. So there's not much available in the house if you guys plan to raid and figure it out. Other than that, you guys can go through your rations.
We're gonna steal from this poor man.
You are welcome to. He doesn't have a whole lot. Basic fruits and nuts.
Gwen still has the extra rations she purchased from the tavern.
Yes.
So we have a sundry collection of yummy foods to supplement whatever is available. Eggs and, well, less bacon than before, but some bacon.
So you guys are able to have a decent breakfast.
Gallus is gonna have some water from his water skin and some of his own rations, as he's
Galen, dear, I have some oats and some fruit if you want some.
I wouldn't mind a pear if you have one.
Oh, let me see what I've got here. Did I get a pear?
Sure.
Okay.
That's easy enough.
I could have been
Gwen,
could have been bougie. Like I need a papaya for my morning ritual.
That one might be a little harder to find.
A papaya. Yeah, Gwen will hand you a pear, and she'll sort of look at you and just sort of like pat you on the cheek, and then go back to her coffee.
I wonder where Anar stayed in town for the night.
He's been helping them rebuild a bit and recovering.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Well,
He's only been with us for a short time. I'm kind of surprised that he left so early.
Times when it's time to go, it's time to go.
Sometimes these things happen.
Aye.
Yeah, I guess so.
We have to enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah.
People feel that they are not suited for a certain situation and feel the need to go. It's probably best that they do, because if you're in a situation you're not 100% sure of, what's the point of staying?
And perhaps we'll see him again. It's not yet.
Hopefully.
Wandering type might wander down from the north another day, likely when there's not a fire pit.
Or
I
or we may be called to visit the north.
could do.
Impossible.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Think about
Well.
them odds, or they call them scolds, I believe. But the music I have heard, mainly by the campfires of traveling people, beautiful.
Alright, I'm gonna go check on Frey, and where should we meet to rally up and then head off?
I mean, we're done here in town already.
Okay.
Was that all the gnolls that they were dealing with?
I highly doubt it. Though me and Aina were able to at least determine what direction they were coming from across the river. So we might be able to track down their little hovel and, at the very least, drive them off.
I mean, how soon do we need to get to the coalition?
Well, since I don't think they're expecting us to show up, probably have a bit of extra time.
I hate for this town to get attacked again.
Well, now they have a giant polar bear on their side, so I think the odds are a little bit more in their favor.
Yeah, but if we could take him out now, why not?
Him being here would free us up to eliminate them and have someone in town should we decide to leave Frey here for the time being.
That's a good point.
Since risking her running off or getting killed while we drag her through a cave full of gnolls.
I would be okay with that.
We just need to determine whether she's a liability on the road, I suppose.
I suppose she's a bit of both. Don't you think?
Out of character. Has Galen and Gerald told the party that they're both part of the coalition? I think Gerald has told the party.
They both have told you about their previous experience.
I mean, if we lose Frey, couldn't the two of you easily get us into talking with the coalition?
That was under
Easily
new
is-
management. Well, that was under old management.
Easily, even with Frey, easily isn't exactly the word for it. But having a current and trusted captain among the group returned, mostly unharmed, would be a excellent sign of faith that we are there for diplomatic reasons.
I just don't think we should leave this town so soon. We should at least help them with this problem before we continue.
I agree. Just leave her in the cell for the time being and take care of this Knoll issue.
Does anyone hear that heavy breathing?
Since he looks around. I'm waiting for the chinchilla to show up. Just fucking crash breakfast.
I think he's right. I might know where he's coming in, but I'm not gonna. But I think, especially if we don't want to go into this diplomatic situation with pent-up aggression, I think letting the Knolls have it a bit would be therapeutic for what we're intending to do, especially since tensions will be high for what is likely the entire group going into this negotiation.
Yeah. So I'll say, when I signed up to join the town's guard, dealing with the Bandit Coalition was not what I was expecting.
I never expected to go back.
I was just expecting to have to put old man Jenkins in the jail every now and then for drunkenness.
Damn old man
Always
Jenkins.
expect the unexpected.
Always lock up old man Jenkins. Every town has one, and they're always more dangerous than they seem when they're drunk. Not on purpose, but they seem to fall in just the right place, and then suddenly there's a hole in the tavern. Not sure how, but there's always a hole somewhere in the tavern when old man Jenkins has too much.
That's where you never read about Ofen, but you described old man Jenkins very well.
As I said, every town has an old man Jenkins. Not always his name, but the one cantankerous old man who insists on drinking far too much. And is far stronger than he looks. They're hard to wrestle down, those old men.
Hey, he's smaller than me.
Well,
so, lads and lasses, care for a knoll hunt?
Sure.
why not?
All right.
1 second, I gotta go get the doot doot.
Okay. So you guys gather up your supplies. Are you going to try and tell Einar that you're leaving Frey, or are you taking Frey?
I think we intend to leave Frey, and we will probably let Aeonor know we're leaving the other fox in jail. Just keep an eye out while you're still in town, please.
I will make sure she gets swept if she tries to leave.
That'll do.
You guys hear back inside the house.
What was that? Oh, right. Yes, of course.
One of these days I will teach you how to play that, but granted, it's also a weapon. Lessons may be difficult.
I can't.
Doot. Death by doot.
Death by doot doot.
Okay, so you all say your goodbyes and head out on your knoll hunt. Gerald was able to, on the previous day, have a general direction as to where they went. And so you guys make your way towards the river. And you can see by the river there are scattered footprints leading into, and every now and then along the banks going north. So you are able to generally follow those tracks and follow where the Knolls have gone. As you guys are traveling, does anyone want to roll a survival check to keep track of these tracks?
Not me. I have a +1.
I have a +1.
Gwen is not going to do that, but her hummingbird, who is a her familiar who is a hummingbird at the moment, would like to sort of like go above the tree line and kind of explore other perception areas.
Okay, make a perception check with the hummingbird stats. And what were you about to say?
I will do the survival roll. I have a +5.
Then roll me survival.
Yes. The 19 +5 is 24.
Yeah, you succeed. So you're able to pick up very quickly on, how the tracks, it looks like they went into the river, and every now and then you see along the banks, it looks like they step out a little bit and then head back in. It's not so much that they are hiding their tracks like you originally thought in the river, as much as wherever they're going involves this river. So they just stay with it. So if you keep following that river north, you're likely going to end up wherever they live.
Well,
Gwendolyn, you were making a perception check for me?
Yeah, sorry, I thought that the familiar used my stats, but I can't find verbiage to confirm that. So,
From what I've seen, they still use the stats of that animal.
okay. So 12 was the perception check of the hummingbird.
Okay. You don't really see too much going on. As you're traveling, though, every now and then, your familiar sees like a little disperse of birds in the distance, in the direction a little bit near where you're going, but not exactly. As you are traveling, about half hour into your traveling, you guys start hearing this. Actually, everyone make me a perception check. I'll have everyone roll it.
God darn it.
And Paige is okay. I was gonna say, and Paige is broken, which means that went super well.
I rolled a 2, so 7.
12, 7, 4. What was that, Galen?
16.
21.
Oh, 21. The numbers got
Yeah, I that's why I tried to
13.
do this.
13. Okay. So Galen and Gerald, as you're traveling, you start to hear a distressed squeaking sound. Almost. You can't quite pick it up. Red, you can barely make out these noises. Gerald, you can hear it's off towards the northwest, not terribly far from you guys, and it's coming from up more. It sounds like it's in the trees, but you can't figure out exactly where. What would you like to do?
He kind of pulled up his hand as they're going. Something's going on over there.
What in the twigs is that?
Would it be advisable to send Felix ahead and see if we can scout out the area?
That
Sure.
might be best.
Wait, what are you guys hearing?
Oh dear.
There
Sort of
seems to be a distressing call.
Squeaking, some rustling.
Those of you who couldn't hear it before, now that it's been pointed out, you're able to listen and you're able to hear this distressed calling sound.
Do I recognize the sound at all?
Make an intelligence check.
I'm a dumbass. That's a 6.
Nope, doesn't sound familiar.
So Galen is going to send forth his albino buddy Felix.
Okay. Are you going into his site? Or are you just sending him?
Yeah, I'm going to go to a site.
Okay. Make a perception check for Felix, which would be the Raven's perception.
I'm going to have to look up the stats. Please bear with me. I need to remember how to.
Too soon. Bear with me.
Oh, I didn't mean that. Come on.
I'm right. Ripping on my jokes.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
They're specifically not with you right now.
What? What are you?
+3? Okay.
Michael?
Michael!
Underneath that is a crying Jen.
Alan! Alan!
Alan,
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 No,
Alan,
hold on,
Alan,
that's Steve. Steve!
Steve,
Steve!
Steve, 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 Steve.
That is a 16, by the way.
16. Okay. As Felix is flipping through the trees, he happens to catch not too high in any tree, but it looks like a tiny mound of fur that is somehow gotten up into the tree and is looking quite frantic.
Can Galen, like, through this, can Galen speak through, like report what he sees through Felix, like, out to, is that how sight works, if I remember correctly, or is it just?
So when you see, you go deaf and blind, but you can still speak
Okay.
to people around you. It's just you have no idea, like, if they are listening to you, or you can just start talking and hope they're paying attention.
Well, yeah. So, there was a bundle of fur in the trees. Seems to be some sort of frantic creature. I'm gonna get a better look to see if I can identify. So bear with me just a moment, and Felix will get closer and see if he can identify either who or what the fuck this is.
Okay. Nar, would you like to describe your character?
Okay, so, right. If you've ever seen a chinchilla, right? So it's like, if you picture like the head of a squirrel with the ears of a gerbil. No, not a gerbil. The ears of a bat, right? And then the body of like a hamster with like little squirrel hands and a big old bushy tail. He's also bright orange. And the tufts of hair at the top of his ears and at the top of his tail fade from like a kind of blue into purple. He has kind of like dappled, like kind of pale yellowy marks over like his face and the palms and like his tummy fuzz and stuff like that. He has like this really like it's like a loincloth and like a little like hide strap over his chest with a boomerang on his back, and he has like two little saber teeth that go up from here.
At this point, sorry, go on.
That,
Okay.
but shorter and bigger ears, and his tail is easily like 2/3 of his body weight.
Okay.
You also notice it's a child. Is very clearly
Like
young.
Zinzi's is taller than him. He is like barely topping 2 feet tall.
That I'm just. There was a child in the tree. There was a child in the tree.
It's a baby with a gun.
It's a baby with a gun.
I'm so sorry, dear. Did you say that there's a child in a tree?
Galen can't hear you, but all he's literally going. There was a ginger furry child in the tree. There was a very bright orange child in the tree, possibly Jerby.
Red, dear. He said child in the tree. Yes.
Did indeed say child in a tree.
Child in the tree. All right. Well, Gwen immediately starts walking in the direction that she saw the raven go.
Paige did a somersault.
Paige just did a somersault.
I'm just gonna jostle Galen. Try and like, hey, we're moving.
Brandon, real quick, I just sent you a message that'll help you understand what the hell is going on. Also roll a perception check to see if you notice the bright white raven. And Galen, was the raven going stealthy or not?
Because I didn't say it. It wouldn't have been stealthy. No.
Okay, just makes it a lower DC.
So with a +9 in perception, 26.
Oh yeah, you
Nice.
as you are freaking out and you keep looking at the ground, you notice a bright white flittering bird has been generally circling in your area, and you even notice that it's almost seems to be looking at you. Very strange.
Okay. Nara's gonna kinda. I'm gonna kinda. He would like kinda almost like back up, like he's squaring himself up, and then just start like making like this barking noise. It's like a high pitched like. That's the kind of noises they make as like a warning noise, and he just like starts like chittering his teeth at you, like. He's a gutsy wee son of a bitch. Like like this kid will bark at a bear if he thinks it will get it away from him. Like he's a gutsy little son of a bitch. But he is very evidently like distressed.
At that point, Galen is going to snap from familiar sight and I'm guessing follow it in the general direction of Felix.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you snap out it and you notice that Gwen is already walking away.
Just hold on, guys. We need to be
I
careful.
follow after the sound of the barking.
Child in a tree. I'm going after it.
We have to be careful. It seems distressed and very on edge, so we need to approach this delicately.
I would be on edge too if somebody sent an albino raven after me.
Felix is a good boy. Leave him alone.
Anyone who's heading towards the sound, make perception checks for me.
We're just following the crowd.
Motherfucker.
What in the actual fuck?
Lots of perception checks. Also, Gwen, I don't know if you remembered, but important.
Oh, I do not remember.
That's an
16.
8.
Does that include Galen, or is Galen exempt from this because he knows exactly where this thing is?
Did you just refer to Nar as this thing?
For now, yes.
Number 1 on the boomerang list.
Make another perception check, but with advantage.
Okay.
I got 16. I finally rolled above a 10.
I'm so glad you said advantage because that was a nat 1.
I'm about to whip somebody.
Galen walks backwards.
Like, I swear it was this way. Wait, your raven was the other way. I know where I'm going. That would have been
Wait.
fucking hilarious.
Do we get advantage on the perception check? Is that what you said?
Just
No,
Galen, 'cause
Galen,
Galen
yes.
already knows where the thing is, but now he's just looking for it at a different angle.
12. It still wasn't a great advantage.
Gwen got an 8. So she's just like canoodling in the direction that the raven originally flew, but has no idea where she's going.
Okay. Red and Gerald, were you guys going to follow or are you staying put?
Go on. I got a 16.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You rolled an 8. Right?
Bad.
Lindsay's, what did you roll?
16.
Sweet. All right. Anyone who rolled a 15 or higher, you are able to, as you're walking, well, a couple things. As you're walking through this forest, you notice that bits of the ground are raised in kind of a weird way. And it's just kind of bizarre looking. Also, you don't hear bird sound. All you hear is the shrieking animal sound. You don't really hear much other animal life. As you're traveling, you do end up looking up and you can see, not high in any tree because chinchillas, they climb Well,
Plug in my apartment. It just scared the shit out of me.
what's in your apartment?
Ew, you should be in hell. Okay, I'm good.
You do see the orange small gerbine. It's not like any gerbines that you've ever met before. Creature in a tree, and it is looking scared, kind of annoyed, and very defensive.
You okay up there, buddy?
Oh, did you find the child? Where's the child? I can't seem to see anything today.
I kind of guide Gwen. I put my hand carefully under Gwen's chin and kind of guide her face up to see.
With help, you are able to locate anyone who wasn't sure where the child is. Now you're able to kind of look up and notice where the child is.
Gwen's eyes do the anime sparkle as she sees this tiny little orange floof who is scared in a tree, and her motherly instincts kick in. She goes, "Oh dear, are you all right? Are you okay?"
I want to throw my boomerang. I'm totally kidding. I don't want to do it. I'm totally kidding. I don't want to do it.
Don't forget, Brandon, to check. I sent you a message as to why you're in a tree.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Okay.
Does anyone know what this thing is?
I don't know. It kind of looks like my kind, but I've never seen my kind who looks like this before.
Oh, hush now! It's not a thing. It's a creature. Hello. Can you understand us? Do
She's
you?
gonna shout. She's gonna shout them. Spamata!
I'm sorry?
The poor thing's scared.
I start speaking in Gerbine.
How'd you get up there?
So look at you confused.
Not a gerbine.
As this conversation is progressing, you guys all start to feel this rumbling sensation.
I grab my guns.
Grab my rapiers.
Getting bigger and I don't know if you remember Red, but you're the one with the dagger of venom. You keep saying daggers and rapiers, and I'm like, do you remember that you have a magical item?
She's
Yeah, I do.
traumatized because that thing almost killed Zinzi's.
I
Right.
handed you the dagger that you almost killed Zinzi's with.
Nar's
I
going to
took
do
the
like
sword, you took the dagger.
Nar's going to do like the Nar's
you
going to
have
do like the Disney cat thing and be like, oh, and then like latch onto the branch like.
How far up is Nar in the tree?
Chinchillas can climb, I mean, decently, but I honestly don't think he would go any higher than maybe like 10 or 20 feet.
Okay, Gwen is going to use the immovable rod that she has and whatever branches she has available and start climbing this tree to get to the little tiny creature that she wants to protect.
All right. As you guys, as Gwen climbs the tree and you all start arming yourselves, waiting for something to happen, the shaking in the ground just stops before a giant spray of dirt as a worm arrows out of the ground. I need everyone.
I'm getting some alcohol.
Nope.
I need everyone who's on the ground to make dexterity saving throws.
Well,
That's a
fucking
WURM, isn't it?
You gotta come out of the tower.
If anyone
Okay.
rolls really poorly, I can change your roll.
I got a 28.
18.
Wow. What?
Fine, I got a 26 total. The fuck?
Miss Cinzy's
I'm gonna start using physical
18.
dice.
18. Okay, thank you. Gallon?
I rolled a natural 1.
No.
No, you didn't.
No.
No, you didn't. You rolled a 17. You rolled a 17.
Rolled a 17.
Did
So
I
say
roll a
it's my
17?
I used my portent, and I knew that this moment was going to come today, and you actually rolled a 17. So, congratulations.
Then apparently I rolled a 17.
You rolled a 17. And your dexterity save.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I was making coffee. What did I miss?
Gallon almost died.
What?
Wait.
I rolled a nat 1 in my dexterity save. But luckily for Gwen, I instead rolled a 17.
Okay.
I nearly died. I know this is really bad timing. But I really need to get a drink because I'm starting to get a headache.
You're
Do
actually, this is a good place to take a break right before combat. So if anyone needs to take a break, go ahead. Once you come back, we're rolling initiative. If you rolled above a 17 on your dexterity save, you were able to get out of the way decently. Did anyone roll under a 17? Okay. In that case, everyone is able to stay upright, and you only take.
Oh god, taking damage.
It's not bad. It's only 3 points of damage because it's halved.
I just want to clarify, I didn't have to roll, right? Because I was in the tree.
Yeah, I figured the 2 in the tree don't have to roll for this.
Okay, cool.
All right, thank you. Be right back.
I
Sorry, I
hope
was getting my hot water ready.
Are we all having fun? I'm gonna pause. No, I can't. We're live on. I can't exactly pause when you're live. Just recording.
But we're taking a break real quick before.
Yes, before combat.
So, have we rolled initiative yet?
Not yet. We will do that once.
Okay. But we almost lost the fucking wizard.
Thank God for Portland.
Sweet fucking Christ.
Oh, I actually missed 1d6. That's okay. Next time. And I lowered the dexterity save on this because you guys are level 5.
Yeah, from what I remember of worms, they're a little mean. This is because I shop at Sprinkle, isn't it?
No, this was because I wanted you guys to come back in with really cool combat and something that's slightly challenging, but you guys are still going to blow out of the water because you got awesome shit.
I'm gonna go get some cake.
Okay. Might be able to do that, and that might do some good. However, that's 30. That's a big area. It's 30 feet. I have to choose my landing zone quickly or carefully.
Also, I have a map on Astral if you guys want to log in. And since I don't have a NAR figure yet, I guess we'll just use ANAR for now because I still have to put one together or have Brandon put one together.
I'm like multitasking tonight.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Howdy. Doo-dee-doo-doo-doo, ba-doo-dee-doo-doo.
By the way, Brandon, I mentioned it while you had walked away, but I don't have a NAR image yet for Astral. So for now,
Oh.
we'll just use ANAR.
I can send you an image if you want it.
Okay. I don't know if you guys want to log into Astral or if you just want me to move everybody on the map this time.
Did you send me the link?
I shouldn't need to because you guys already have been on it. If that's not the case, I can. I did try to send you a message earlier, but it's been a day, I'm sure.
Astral. Hold on. I think this is the correct one, maybe.
No, I'm in the wrong one. Okay.
Here is your current. Here is your boy.
Right.
This is Darren, as he is now. He's not that far from evolving. just like look at this fucking hair.
That Pokemon looks like he's done with all of our shit.
Oh, absolutely. I think he's about to evolve. I think he's got like what, maybe 2 levels, which I would like him to do. Yeah, and the third form is based off of James Bond. Like he's like his he's like essentially he's a sniper. Oh god, this is falling. No fall. There we go. But yeah, I'm actually quite enjoying Pokemon. And I have a Corviknight that is essentially it will be is a flying type, essentially a raven, but he's clad in like black armor, so he's a steel flying type, and I named him Fortma because he's the Black Knight of the group.
I don't like how big that thing is.
You shouldn't.
I would like to personally request that no.
Okay, the side I am on.
I would like to put in a formal request with HR to nope that fucker.
Okay, so Sarah, can I ask you to do me a tiny favor? Can you show me what a 30-foot circle looks like?
You see this guy?
Yes.
He's a huge creature. That means he's 15 by 15.
So he is the standard of what is a 30-foot square. So should I use a certain thing directly on top of him? Would I hit my friends?
Probably not. I did take into consideration what you're thinking of when I created this encounter.
Okay, did we do initiative yet? Yes or no?
No.
Not yet.
Okay, great.
I'm waiting until everyone tells me they're ready.
I'm ready.
I'm trying to get it to accept the new sheet.
What the fuck is that thing, Sarah? Like, that came straight out the ninth circle of hell.
It's the image directly off of D&D Beyond for worms.
Great.
Fuck's sake.
Could be worse. It could be a purple worm.
I considered that one, but the challenge rating made it deadly.
Yeah.
This
Shit!
this encounter is considered hard, but considering some of the items you guys have, I was like, it'll be fine.
Listen.
Fine.
I, along with another 15th level character, tried to face down a purple worm and we almost died. 2 15 level characters with a fuck ton of magic items.
It's just a regular one. It's just a regular one.
There's some bullshit.
I love all of you. I promise.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking it was going to be either this or a bullet.
Mhm.
Bullet.
I considered that, but this was more fun.
Yeah. Well, you have more than one thing on the ground that can kill you. Granted, them being what I have learned in previous combats, them being underground does not protect them from psychic attacks. If you've hit them once before with a psychic attack, you can target their mind. I believe.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm
I
trying
don't know
to
if it works
do.
on worms, but bullets I know it works on. Because they're at least partially out of the ground when they charge at you. Now we know why Nar was in the tree. And we all wish we were in the tree with Nar instead of on the ground with
Right.
this fucking thing. Hey, Nar, here, buddy, you got room in the tree?
You got
Right.
any room up there?
I have put Nar on now. He should be there.
Somewhere.
As a separate. Okay. Let me. Nope. Wrong button.
Wrong button.
Let me see if I can refresh this and see if he appears. I don't see Nar.
How dare it? Hold on, let me try this. Let me try.
Might be under the knoll. Who's going under
Do we
the
have to
knoll?
log into Astrotop to obviously move our shit?
If you want to move your own characters, then yes. If you want me to do it for you, then that's fine.
Okay.
It's been weird. I've tried to delete the character so I can remake it from scratch, and it's just spinning.
It's all right. For now, let me do.
How do I make a character from scratch on it?
Let me do this for now, so we just have something on the board.
Wait, I know what it is. For some reason, I'm in Heckna.
Oh, wrong campaign.
Yeah.
I can resend the link if you need.
Can you resend me the link, please? That'll
I
probably be a
will.
lot easier.
Yeah, it took me a while to figure out how to exit out of Heckna and get to a main menu.
What the heck now?
What the heck? No.
Is that the right campaign? Heck no.
I'm sorry. I don't think you want to deal with.
I swear to fucking God, Sarah.
Heck nah.
Oh, heck nah.
Heck nah.
Oh, hey, man.
Apparently, Paige really doesn't like the transatlantic.
I am triggered by that voice.
I'm so sorry.
I also like that for some fucking reason because he's a fucking lunatic. I can't wait for Butcher to eventually get out of there, go back to his Sephra and say, "Oh, by the way, I should talk to Vecna." I told Vecna I was gonna cut off his head and add it to my collection. That'll be fine.
Seeing the look on every single one of my players' faces when I told them in an alternate universe that they went to that they were sent to get a hold of a mysterious item, and that mysterious item happened to be a box containing a single eyeball and a single hand, and just seen a bunch of players go. Right,
Why?
now,
I don't like where this is going.
hey guys, there's a whole load of shit happening right here, and I don't think it's good.
I keep watching this stupid ass stink bug climb up to the edge of the bowl of my light and then fly back down in like a dumbass.
Brandon, I put the link in the Humblewood group, and
got it.
stink bug fucking drown that shit.
It's inside the fucking bulb of my light. I'm just gonna let it stay up there and starve.
That works too. I'm one of those people who removes it and then just dumps it from the bowl into the toilet, but I'm weird.
Don't you dare fucking climb out.
You have two choices: to stay there and
I will
die, or
grab
to
the
exit and
hair
die
strip.
faster.
Swear to God.
Real quick, while Brandon is doing that, let's. Oh, I'm putting this dice away because I will kill you.
So
'Cause
you
that-
found the murder dice, did you?
It's my favorite dice, but it just rolled 2 natural 20s in the row. The first time to detect you guys as you were chatting, and the second time for initiative. So
Yeah, can we not?
nope, that one's going away, and we will try a different dice for tonight. Roll me some initiative.
My dice fucking hate me. And I'm using digital tonight. My fuck!
At least it's initiative.
That's not bad.
This is
That's
fine.
That's a whole load of noise right there.
Yeah.
We
Sorry.
have Nora on the map.
Anar.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, it's Anar.
Oh bother.
25 to 20.
Didn't even roll yet.
Oh, you're muted, Hannah.
I got a 26.
Shit.
Nice.
Okay.
Christ.
Oh, is that initiative? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 20 and I have a +6 for my initiative.
That's
Nice.
amazing.
That's a nat 20 from me. I can show it.
I don't need proof. What's your what does that bring it up to?
24.
All right.
Uh, 17
Oh, yeah.
for me.
Sorry, 15 to 20?
No, 17.
17. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Ten to 15.
I've got a 13, dear.
Okay. Five to 10.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh dear.
At least it's initiative. At least it's initiative. And Gallon, what was your initiative?
4.
4.
I rolled a nat 2.
Oh no.
I'm sitting here going,
Hmm?
I never hoped to get as low as that.
I'm gonna die.
I will say, this worm looks like it has taken a very small amount of damage already because Nard's dealt with has been in this tree for a while.
What's that, dear? Oh, I can't understand you, but you're so cute.
Oh, for the love of fuck's sake. Are you actually
You're
kidding
really
me?
cute, but I don't know what you're saying.
Sorry, I'm dealing with a bug eviction. Ah!
Was anyone's dexterity under 17? I know it's higher, but I don't want to kill you the moment we start.
So Galen was 17 exactly, and I think he was the lowest.
Okay, he still succeeds though. Okay, so no one starts prone.
That's like
Yeah, I think, yeah, because it was 17, 18, and then everything was higher than that,
Okay.
if I remember correctly. And then Galen, the 17 was just the roll, so if he has a dex modifier, it would have been higher than that.
My dex modifier
Is
+2, so 19.
okay.
I was half expecting you to say -1. I'm like,
I was
yes!
like, oh no,
No,
what have I
no,
done? What have I done?
no. But my strength modifier is +0, so I am weak, bitch.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Did you just say
Sure,
your
it's fine.
strength modifier is 0?
Yep.
Wow, a 5-year-old is stronger than you.
You're stronger than this mom who's trying to climb the tree to get you too.
I have a. He's got
I
a.
love
His stats are terrible.
I love how dramatic that particular Pokemon is in all of the evolutions.
Yeah.
It goes from child to emo to I'm a fucking badass. Like,
Yes.
Are you talking about every starter Pokemon that's ever existed?
the second one literally has an emo haircut.
Yeah.
Did you forget Bulbasaur? Bulbasaur starts a child, then gets literally an emo fringe with a leaf,
Yeah.
and then becomes Venusaur.
Well, I think the third evolution is less badass and more just fabulous. For what?
My favorite one to this day will always be Turtwig. It's like, hey, he's one of the smallest grass type Pokemon to exist. Turns into, have you ever seen an island float? That's him.
Turns into a fucking island turtle. So Turtwig's one of my favorite starters.
Dragon
All five
Turtwig.
types.
Right.
All right. Into combat. This giant worm bursts out of the ground and looks down at you all and just kind of roars with this rows of teeth. Red, you are up first, and it is like in your fucking face.
Yeah, I'm a fucking jeez. I'm gonna take a rapier to its side, I guess.
Okay.
I'm just gonna attack this thing.
If you guys are wondering why you're all like right next to it, it burst right under you. You guys had to scatter as quickly as you could.
Yeah.
That's not comforting.
17.
17 misses.
I'm what?
I'm sorry.
You have advantage though because you're flanking with your friends.
Okay. Okay, that's better.
You have friends.
23.
Huh?
Has a 23.
That hits.
Okay, great. That's 4. That's 8 points of damage, piercing damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to attack again.
Okay.
And I have advantage because oh, thank you
Yeah,
for the
you've got friends within
advantage
5
because
feet
I'm
of it.
flanking. Huh?
Everyone's most of your friends are within 5 feet of it, so you have advantage.
Yeah. That's 18.
18 just hits.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck
Okay.
all my D6s.
That is 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Sorry, very quickly, just to make sure. What level are we supposed to be?
5.
5, thought so. Cool, thank you. Just so I know what level I can turn into.
As the worm bursts out of the ground and snarls, its skin is thick, its teeth are just ripping, and Red turns around with an oh shit moment and stabs at this thing, doing a decent chunk of damage. Nar, it is now your turn. You are in a tree.
I am indeed. I am indeed in a tree.
So it looks like Gwen's in front of you, but because you're in a tree, you're higher than her, so you're not obstructed at all.
Okay.
Oh, the wee lad was doing drugs? Oh.
So Nar sees the creature attack Red, yeah?
You watched it burst out of the ground, and everyone had to run. And as it was trying to look around in general, Red stabbed out at it.
Okay. So Nar is going to be muttering to himself. Basically sounds like and then he's just going to charge out the branch. Literally like rodent style charging. So Nar can move 30 feet. So if I'm right in thinking it would be 20 feet would be just him going down. And then he can move 2 squares and that makes the other 10 feet. Am I correct?
Yes.
Right.
It's basically using the jump feature that's part of your movement to jump
Yeah.
downwards and then scuttle forward.
1,
Which,
2.
just for the hell of it, make a dexterity check. It's a very low DC.
That's
Just
okay.
so
I
you're-
get advantage on these.
You don't want to face plant.
I do. I get advantage on saves. Oh, but this isn't a save, is it? You said just a check. Okay, so then that would be a 19.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Okay, well, actually,
You're
no.
able to
Technically,
catch yourself.
Technically, it's a
Easily.
20 because ability checks. I got a +1 anyway. So,
Nice.
So yeah, that's a 20, dirty 20.
Yeah, you're totally fine. No
Nice.
damage taken.
Now that I'm close enough. Yeah, thick it. For my action, I get to do this at will. I'm going to use Primal Savagery.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna swish at the thing.
All right, so you're unarmed attacking it with your claws.
Yarp. When I'm using Primal Savagery, my unarmed attack becomes 1d10 acidic damage.
Cool.
Well, actually, at 5th level, which I am, it's 2d10.
Cool.
So, yeah.
All right, roll me an attack with advantage because you got peoples right there.
Thank God that's an advantage. Ha ha! That is another dirty 20. 19 plus 1.
That hits. Roll some damage.
Oh, well, no, it's not another dirty 20. 19 plus 1 is 20, plus 1 from my strength. So that means 21. Okay, yeah, that's correct. I'm sure. Probably. No, it's not because it's a spell. It's not. That is 10 acidic damage.
10 acidic damage.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else you would like to do on your turn?
No, I'll save my special for later.
All right.
Yeah, that's me.
All right. Now it is the worm's turn.
Can I just clarify? I'm climbing this tree and this little cutie like ran and jumped off of a branch to attack this thing.
Basically used your head as like a springboard.
You started climbing up the tree. A giant worm pops out of the ground behind you. You hear this gibbering, snarling sound, and then it barrels past you down the tree, lands deftly, and charged the worm.
All the while having a war cry of
Gwen is going to have a conversation with you.
He will understand none of it.
About that.
It will be an incredibly one-sided conversation.
Gwen's pretty
But like before he darts down, he goes, choo choo! Yotaro! Chio! Ho!
I actually have a list of words here that he actually says and what they mean.
That's amazing. I really want to see that.
Shubanafa is a word that he only uses on bird folk.
I need you to send me this list so I get the laughs. I can't wait.
Shall indeed.
All right. It is now the worm's turn. The worm has been scratched at and stabbed at. And it is going to make a bite attack at Let's roll and find out. Only 2 have hit him. Going to attack the child. I told myself odds it would be Red and evens it would be Nar, and I rolled a 4. All right. Oh shit.
Child, no.
Zaba!
No.
If it's a critical, I can change it to a 17. I'm just saying.
No, if it's a critical, let it hit. Seriously.
Does a 30 hit you?
Jesus.
My God.
No. Yes, yes, it does. It does hit me. I love how everybody actually went.
Hold on.
Maybe because of the characters you make, I would not be surprised.
I don't make broken characters.
No, it's not that you make broken characters. You just plan very fucking well.
Super evasion.
I made one broken character once, guys. Come on.
I'm saying you're great at planning characters.
Yeah. Yeah, that definitely hits. Most definitely. Double hits.
Okay.
His AC is 15. That like double hits.
All right. I have to get my D6s.
Sorry, D6s?
One of these picks you up.
I'm a druid. We don't got shit.
Hey, you're doing better than a fucking wizard. My wizard is squishy, and he's already taken damage.
You take 22 points of damage. And I need you to make a dexterity save.
Oh wow! I get advantage on this plus ones. That's a 12 plus 1, 13. Plus 5 would be 18. Second, yeah, so it's an 18.
You are able to move out of the way as it bites down. And so you take a decent chunk to your shoulder and side, but you are not swallowed.
I really wish it had swallowed me.
Not pulling.
That's what she
Phrasing.
said.
Giant dead baby shit
That's what she
again.
said. That's what she said.
Just picture it swallowed me, then halfway down its throat, I start turning into a grizzly bear.
All right.
Wait, hold on. Brandon, we need to have a discussion about you getting ingested every campaign. After this session, you and I, we're gonna have a talk. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right, listen, if you had let me go for the butthole like I wanted to, that whole thing would have went a lot
I
better.
am having PTSD over here.
I told you I was going swiggity swoopy, I'm going in the booty, but you said nope, you get the mouth.
Really, if you just waited long enough, he'd end up there anyway. But you know,
You have to buy me a drink first next time, Brandon. That's the rule.
Getting up
What
close
is
and
this
personal with an atropal.
I feel bad for anyone who watches this and is just sitting here like, I'm sorry. What?
Hey,
Pardon the fuck?
Word of advice: play a mountain dwarf, get fire resistance. Play a forge cleric, get fire immunity. Cast heat metal on self, run at orifice.
a dwarf repository is not something a DM ever wants to have to think about. I'm just saying.
Fuck.
Anyway, railing. Let's go back.
Anyway.
Worm did not swallow me. Fun was not had.
Death was also not had, so that's good.
Moving on.
Sorry.
Gerald, it is now your turn.
It is time. Gerald is going to take out his lute. Damn it, I can't, I'm going to link the song because I can't play it because we're live on YouTube. We don't want to get the video flagged. But yes.
I will point out, Nar, because he's a Turbine, he can occupy the same space as the huge creature. He's technically like right under it
On it.
because it's a 15-foot. It's all of this. So if you put it here, Nar will take damage.
Well,
We put
on
it
its
here.
yeah,
face.
I want to put it in the square where I'm not going to do terrible
Okay.
things to the child.
I'm just pointing out. Be
Yes.
careful where you place what you're about to do.
I am an R and I'm digging in its face. Diggy
So-
face.
Gerald takes a moment to pause, and he begins to play the violin, play the lute like this. His fingers are going everywhere. There's a storm cloud forming above them, as I will use the melody of the meteor in the square upon the monster that will not hit the child.
How long did we wait before Gerald used the fucking meteors?
It's been a while.
I think I got the thing like the day we entered, or the day after we entered the Elder Heart, the first time.
Amazing.
Wow, I'm impressed with your self-control over this thing at least.
What is it's just is it a dexterity save or
It
no?
is a dexterity save of 17.
Okay. That is a 7 on the dice.
So I now need to roll 3d6 for force damage, and another 3d6 for psychic damage.
Yep.
I never have to do that randomly, so. Okay, so that is 11 force damage. And 12 psychic damage. Resulting in 23 total damage.
You start strumming your lute Eldorado style. And this giant, you guys can hear a crackling the clouds above as flipping through the trees. You watch these fiery, giant rocks come hurtling from the sky and crash into this giant worm that starts to flail and shriek and then turn angrily towards the one with the music.
Okay.
Run for your life, Gerald!
It is indeed an action. Let's see. Let me see if I can do anything as a bonus action.
By Jezamajor, where did you fucking get that thing?
Are you talking about the
The
loot?
same place we got a gun.
Remind
they
me
got-
never to shop with either of you.
Sarah, am I able to use the bag of tricks on this in this same turn?
That's an action.
It is an action. Okay.
It's I think it says on the bag it's an action to
Okay. Let me see how much this is. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word. I'm able to use as a bonus action, and I'm going to healing word at the tiny orange furball.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm just double checking that this is a. Oh. No, it's a bonus action to command a creature. It is an action to pull a fuzzy object. Okay. So you're going to heal Nar.
Yes, Nar.
You make meteors come down
Yep.
I did.
as they're coming down.
You heard
Nar-
music and watched rocks fall from the sky.
Nar's going to be like, something.
And then he's going to play a much lighter tune on the lute, and you will feel better as you regain 8 health. And also, Gerald is going to move, I'm going to say, about 3 squares that away.
Okay.
Boop,
Well, nobody think of the children.
Up or
to
right.
the right.
3.
Yep.
And he's going to take an attack of opportunity
Oh.
to bite out at you as you try to escape.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
It's a 31 hit.
Maybe.
Okay.
I didn't think that went through. I should have just did the 1 square, but oh well. If I do that, and it does, oh god.
You take 21 points of damage.
Book.
And make a dexterity save.
Dex save, dex save, dex save. My dex is good. My dex is very good. It's a dirty 20. I rolled a 14.
Okay,
The digital dice faked me out as like, oh, I'm gonna land on a 2. No, 14. I'm like, don't do that.
Dirty 20, you avoid being swallowed. So you turn and run, and you feel as it just clamps down on your back, and just you drag out of its teeth.
Ow.
Oh yeah.
Turn. I did. You know what? I think he did as much damage to. No, he did. I did slightly more damage to him than he did in me. I think we're even.
Well, that's a lot of hit points too.
It does. It has a lot of health.
When it's your turn, you got halfway up the tree. You were maybe like 8 feet in the air when you watched this small child dart past you, land elegantly, and bolt off to attack the worm. What would you like to do?
Oh, yeah. Come back here, child. What are you? Ah! There's a worm! Ah! What the? Where? How did? How close am I to the closest branch that I could like potentially stand or sit on?
I'll say you're right next to one, just
Okay.
for the sake of ease.
Yeah, so I'll use my move to sort of like get onto a branch that I can sit on. I will keep the movable rod where it is, and I will cast Magic Missile at 2nd level.
All right, roll damage. I love Magic Missile. I love that it auto hits.
Yeah, it makes it so much easier. Because, you know, wizards are like
Squishies?
soft babies. Yeah. I'm a wizard, Harry. Please hold. My dice are being super slippery today. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. So yes, I believe that is 11 force damage.
Okay.
And then I'm I'll just like steady myself there and just keep an eye out on everybody.
Okay. It is now, if that's the rest of Gwen's turn, it is now Zinzi's turn.
Holy shit. One second, I'm gonna look at the map on here real quick.
It is like right in front of you, which I know
It is-
causes problems with ranged.
Yeah. I need to I'm gonna bonus action click my boot to speed.
Okay.
And then I am going to use the full movement it gives me now 60 feet, to back the fuck away.
And it's already taken its opportunity attack, so you're good.
Yes.
So 5, 10, 15, 20,
Your place was not
35, 40,
Rock
45, 50, 55, 60. I'm just gonna be here. Yeah, I went exactly that trajectory too. I grabbed the trumpet out. 1 second, let me get to my actions page real quick. Grab the trumpet out, I give it one last doot for measure, and then I shoot.
All right.
First shot. That's only a 9. Fuck.
That misses. Did you roll? Well, you're not technically flanking because you're
No.
not a
I
rogue.
can't flank with range.
Yeah. I'm thinking rogue. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Only rogues get like that bonus if somebody's nearby in their range.
Yep.
Right. Second attack. Mother bitch whore. That's a natural 2. 8.
No. Sorry, honey.
As a free action, I would like to cry.
You can do that.
Yeah, free action, I would like to it's too late for me to spend a grit point, isn't it?
I think you have to say that before.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fuck it. No, wait. Action surge is not a bonus action, is it?
No, it's its own thing.
Okay, I action surge.
Okay.
I try again.
All right.
First shot. That's better. 18.
18 just hits.
Ah! That's a D10 plus 3. Holy shit. 12 points of doot damage.
Nice.
All right, second shot. 19.
19 hits.
All right. Another D10 plus 3. Another 12 points of doot damage.
Now I gotta do more express math. Hold on. It's been
So
easy.
24 points total.
Cool.
I would like to continue my free action of crying, and then that's my turn.
Okay. Harold, make a perception check. The expressions. Holy goodness.
That's a 21.
Yeah, so you just got you reeling from the pain in your back. You hear the shots being fired, and you turn and see your squirrel friend, tears streaming down her cheeks. Hyperventilate at this enormous monstrosity that's burst out of the ground.
He just kind of sitting here like, I don't blame her.
My nose.
Are you gonna be okay?
I don't know if you can see my thumbs up.
I saw more of an arm. I'll count it.
All right. Don't die.
You die out loud. Did you fall out of your chair again?
I did, because I spit up coffee because it went out my nose.
Oh, that's
I had to turn away and spit it onto my carpet so it didn't get on my desk.
Oh no.
My carpet's gonna smell like peppermint now.
It could smell like worse.
It could. I'm gonna wash my mouth out.
All right. If that's Cindy's turn, it is now Gallon's turn.
Well then, I'm sorry. I'm just having a moment of eternal dread.
Mm-hmm. It is.
It's one of those days.
You know
It's
that
literally right in my
fellow-
face and all, isn't it?
Oh, it has spun around right now. But it's been thrashing around. It doesn't have eyes, so it's not like looking at any of you, but it's been whipping around the group as it's being attacked. And you know the sound from Jurassic Park of the T-Rex?
I hate you.
That has bellowed out as it has just been shot by the giant gerbine or the tiny gerbine.
So, Gallon is going to take his hand and as if he's holding something in midair between his index finger and his thumb, and a orb of chromatic multicolored energy begins to coalesce, and I'm gonna roll a d6 to see what damage I'm gonna do to this cunt.
Yay!
Ooh.
My nose hurts. Ow.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry.
I'll live. It's just you started describing my despair as soon as I began to drink.
Also, just for you, Mitch.
Are you about to play the sound?
I hate you. I really do. That sound traumatized me as a child.
It was
So-
the shriek from Jurassic Park, and everyone goes, "Fuck you."
Oh, well, it's just that sound, and you just think, "Oh fuck."
Granted, the picture you've used, like the whole it almost looks like the T-Rex a little bit from the angle. It's like he's got like metal plates on his head.
So I'm using this a third level because damage. And
Okay.
I'm gonna fucking it's gonna turn into this sickly green color.
Is it a save or is it attack roll?
Hold, please. Doesn't say anything about
Color
Doesn't-
spray?
chromatic orb.
Chromatic orb. Okay.
I think that's a roll to hit.
Hello, chromatic
Ranged spell attack, so yeah, it's a roll to hit.
Okay.
Come on, don't fuck me, don't fuck me. Oh, that's 16, and my spell attack modifier, if I remember correctly, is +9. So yeah, that's 25,
That hits.
and that's 5d8 poison damage. And maybe squishy, but when I hit, I fucking hit. Oh. Oh, there were some 6s and 7s in here. That's 24 points of poison damage.
24.
Yep.
Okay.
And then Galen's going to run the fuck away further.
All right. Do
So-
you need me to control that for you?
Yeah, so down 1 square. Left,
Okay.
down, left.
Left, down, left.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
I have no spells as a bonus action, so yeah.
Okay. Back to the top of the round, we are up to Red's turn.
Fuck him up.
Yeet. Okay. So none of my friends are flanking anymore, right?
Nar is within 5 feet of it.
Nar
so you're-
is. Okay.
Technically, Nar is underneath it because small and huge creatures can occupy the same space.
Okay.
Small is powerful.
Okay, why can't I just like see Nar as Stitch?
Oh,
I imagine he's like a mix between Stitch and the fucking Ice Age squirrel.
Yes.
He's like a cross between Stitch and Gurgi from Black Cauldron.
There we go. That's amazing.
I'm gonna stab this thing with my rapier. That's 24
That hits.
to hit. Yee. So that is a D. That's okay. 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take you said I had a dagger of venom, right?
Yeah, you have it should be in your inventory. It was taken off of Fred.
Yeah. Okay. I got that. Okay. Dang it. But in order to use the poison on the blade, it takes an action. Okay. So I'm just going to hit it again with my second rapier then.
Okay.
That's not going to hit. That's a 9.
No, sorry.
Yeah, no. Then I'm gonna
As you
because I have
you go to slash the second time and it turns towards you and it freaks you out and just kind of swing and a miss.
Can I climb up the tree? Is that possible?
So you would have to leave its range to do so.
Yeah.
This is a whole new round, but it hasn't had a turn yet, so it still has used its opportunity to attack. So you're good to move. Yeah, you can move if you want to without taking an opportunity attack.
I will do that.
Okay, where would you so you're gonna climb the tree next to Gwen?
Yes.
All right, so 5. Let me actually click on your character here. 5, 10, just to get up to it. Technically 15 because that center square here is the trunk.
Okay.
So it took 15 feet to get there, and then you're trying to climb. Make a strength check, or make it athletics or acrobatics, whichever you prefer.
Okay, I like acrobatics better. Woo, yeah, that's good. That's an 18 on the die plus 7.
Okay. You are not going to take
25.
a movement penalty. Huh?
25 total.
All right. So you are able to climb this tree without taking movement penalties from going upward just because you rolled so fucking high. So 15 feet to get up there. You can climb another, with your movement, 30?
Yeah.
Then you can climb 15 feet up if you like to.
Yes.
All right. So Gwen, you're sitting in the tree and you watch as Red is like shit, parkouring up the tree next to you.
Parkour.
Hello, dear.
Hello.
Not much for worms, aren't we?
No, not at all.
All right. If that's your turn, Nar, it is your turn.
Okay, so Nar is he's all like hunkered down and shit, and what he's going to do is he's going to like eyeball the thing and be like, whappo, and stamp his feet twice on the ground, and he's going to cast Erupting Earth.
Okay.
So you just see like this little like 2 feet tall thing, just like kind of like square up and then just like stamp his feet angrily twice, and the ground just like.
I love it.
So it has to make a dex saving throw.
All right. Where did I put my d20?
I don't. It doesn't actually say what would happen if the creature is itself underground. So I don't know.
He's not. So at this point, he's not. I mean, part of his back end tail is still in the hole because he hasn't needed to move, but he's not mostly submerged. My curiosity is mostly with the fact that he's got tremor sense.
Oh damn! So it's a DC 16.
Is a dexterity save?
Yeah.
You are lucky that first roll was cocked. The first roll was an 18. The second roll is a 15.
Okay, so he's going to take 3d12.
Okay. That was perfect.
Is bludgeoning damage. We're off to a good start, folks. That's a 10. That's a 12. And that's a 6. So that's a 28 bludgeoning damage.
20 bludgeoning damage? 28?
Yep.
Okay. So.
And then I'm going to bonus action Wild Shape.
Awesome.
And all the confusion.
This thing, what do you wild shape into?
A bear.
You guys watch as this little child that is of unknown origin, maybe Gerbine, doesn't speak Gerbine, doesn't seem to speak any language any of you know, shift into a bear, but not quite like a bear you've ever seen. This one's hair is longer and it's got giant rungy teeth.
Like saber fangs, and it's also still slightly darker, but still like orange. With like still blue fuzzy tipped ears and a blue fuzzy tipped tail.
Awesome. All right. This thing is starting to look pretty hurt. All right. Is that the end of your turn, Nar?
Since a wild shape, that is all I can do.
All right. It is now the worm's turn. The worm is going to move into the ground. And start tunneling down. I need Nar, Gwen, and Red to make dexterity saving throws.
So that would be on the bear's stats. Bear with me 2 moments.
Yes, as it is tunneling towards the tree.
So that would be a black
24.
bear.
Gwendolyn is using Portent for the second time today.
Did you say that was a dex saving throw, yeah?
Yeah. 24 is a success.
That would be 15. No, +1, 16.
16 is a fail.
17?
17 is barely a success.
Yay.
So this worm comes charging forward. Nar, I'm actually going to... I gotta move the worm to move Nar. Nar, I'm gonna shift you up this way as you get kind of knocked out of the way. Okay. And it charges towards the tree and rams it from underneath. And it takes it, the tree itself starts to crack and shake. and is kind of now tilted backwards. But Gwen and Red, you're able to hold on and keep yourself from falling as this worm has charged and hit the tree. And so Red and Gwen, you're going to take half damage, and Nar, you're going to take full damage.
Oh, yay.
Because of where you are, I cannot even see your name. So I'm shifting you one more time. Because I don't see an image for Nar. I just see the name.
I
Is
have
it
a
just...
question.
Yes.
I have the immovable rod active next to the tree. So does this thing go underneath the tree, or is it like hitting like the butt of the tree?
It didn't go completely under. It's kind of like if you've seen a dog as it's trying to run through the snow.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like halfway in the ground and has butted the base of the trunk of the tree and lifted it up. So the tree is now at a 45-degree angle.
Okay, so the immovable rod would be 8 feet off of the ground where it was originally. Did the worm run into the rod is what I'm asking, I guess.
I don't think it would have.
It would be like just
where
above.
you would have to put the rod to climb up the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Let me hold on. I'm gonna make a perception to see if it would even. No, because it's blind. It wouldn't know it's there. So it's gonna make a dex. I'm gonna roll and see if it hits the rod.
Okay.
I rolled a 3. It hit the rod.
Yay!
So I'm gonna say it takes like a d6 of bludgeoning damage. How does it work with the immovable rod? Because it can be moved with enough force, right?
So the rod can hold up to 8,000 pounds of weight. More weight causes the rod to deactivate and fail. A creature can use an action to make a DC 30 strength check to move the rod, but otherwise it is magically fixed in place.
All right, let's just see if it's moved or... Surprisingly, it did not move. So it whacks its head and takes, I'll say, a d6 of damage.
Yay, immovable rod!
The rod has done some damage.
One of the weirdest magic items in D&D history.
All right. And now you guys need to take... Oh, shit. Okay. 15. If you failed, you take 15 points of damage and you are considered prone. So that's Nar.
How much damage did I take? 8.
What?
Did you say I took damage there?
Yeah, you took damage. It's 15 points of damage.
Right, okay, cool. All right.
And you are prone.
You gained back 8 when I healed you.
I know, I included that. It's all right. This doesn't count against my actual pool of health.
Yeah, this
it's
is
just
the
if I lose all of this health, then I snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
Gravity.
Red and Gwen, you take half of that, rounded down. So 7.
7, okay.
7 points of damage as it tries to shake you out of the tree.
Is it just bludgeoning damage?
It's just bludgeoning damage. It's as it hits, rocks and other branches are now like falling out of the tree, and you guys are holding on as tight as you can to keep yourselves from getting thrown out of this tree.
Ooh. Red, are you all right, dear?
Hanging on, barely.
Gerald, it is your turn.
I have an inappropriate joke about a worm, but I'm not going to say it out loud.
Okay. So is there any part of this worm still poking out?
Yeah. So it went under to dig towards the tree, and then it threw its head up. So it's back up and out and visible. That's a very evil look.
I'm going to use a spell.
Okay.
I'm going to use Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
Dissonant whisper.
It needs to make a wisdom save.
Oh, it's gonna be great at that. Dirty 20. I'm sorry. I rolled a 19 on the dice and its intelligence is or its wisdom is +1. Its intelligence is shit. Wisdom is not great, but
Well, that's probably also going to work out for the best. Well, I'm using this at level 2, so it's more damage. It'll still be halved. However, it doesn't do the other thing Dissonant Whispers does, which is run away, which could have caused some problems.
yep, it could have barreled over the tree more.
That could have done. Okay. Ooh. It's 9 psychic damage.
Total, or is that already halved? Or is that halved or
That's
no?
halved. Halved is 9.
Okay. Oh my God, Sarah, really? I went to grab the calculator and realized I know this math. That was really easy math.
I am also going to use my bonus action to I don't think I can get to Nar. I don't think I can reach Nar with my healing spell this turn. I'm going to use bonus action to healing word myself
Okay.
for the time.
He's 30. Nara is 35 feet away from you, by the way, looking at the cow, but he's also a giant bear now. Where there was once a small little chinchilla, there's now a bear.
Then I will. You know what? I will throw a heal over at him instead, since there was a bear fighting a fucking thing. You get 6 health back in your bear form.
Yay.
As I try not to poop my pants and yeah, that's all I can do. Next.
Okay. All right. Next up is Gwen. This thing is looking real hurt.
It's like right below me now, right?
Yep.
How far away is Red from me?
Red is actually a bit above you in the tree. She ran up the tree 15 feet and you were sitting at about 8 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna jump down on top of the worm.
Okay.
And I'm gonna sort of like scurry along its back for about hold on, let me see here.
Make a dex check or acrobatic check to see if you can do that without getting thrown off.
Yeah, that was a 5. So
So you go. So this is Thorin Oakenshield running down the tree towards the woods. And you take a step on its head and it shakes its head and you go, "Whee!"
okay. I just need to get near it. How far away am I now?
Well, I would say because of how physics work, when it goes to move its head, you don't so much fly in that direction as slip and tumble down. So you're still like right there.
Okay.
You know, objects in motion tend to stay motion, objects rest and state rest. Its head moved, you stayed.
Okay.
You're prone underneath it.
Can I still use half my movement speed?
Yeah, I'll say that.
Okay. I would like to move along the worm. So I'll say 10 feet down the length of the worm.
Like here? Ah, stop it. Go
That's-
back.
I am not a worm.
It doesn't want, because you're technically like underneath it, it doesn't want to let me like
Oh,
click
okay. Yeah,
on you.
sorry.
So it's just being difficult. Like here,
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
when it was here, right fucking down there.
Yeah, and then I'm going to. Well, it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna move here in a second. Because I'm going to cast Thunderstep,
Okay.
and I'm going to Thunderstep. Where's Zinzi's?
All the way over down here.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
And she's still crying.
Can I see Zinzi's?
I'll see you can see Cinzy's, yeah.
Okay, then. Okay, so I'll use Thunderstep, and I will disappear. The thunder damage will affect the worm, and then I will reappear next to Zinzi's.
Okay, I'm just gonna move the worm so I can move you here. Here.
Oh, wherever's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, just
I'll
close.
move you over a little bit just because Zinzi's wants line of sight.
Yeah, but I also don't mind being between closer, slightly closer to the worm. And then the worm needs to make a con save, I think, of 14.
Okay. A 14.
14 just makes it.
No, is it of 14?
Oh yeah, 14 con save.
He made it.
Okay.
Rolled
So
a 27.
27?
He's got high con.
Jesus. Okay, well, unless he rolled a nat 20, he still takes half.
Okay.
If that's
No, you're right.
okay.
His con is plus 11.
Jesus.
I'm gonna send you guys this creature after this so you can appreciate what you're fighting.
Okay, so I rolled 20 thunder damage.
Okay.
So he takes 10 thunder damage.
He's looking rough.
Or
You
she.
guys watch as Gwen tries to run up its nose, gets flicked off, hits the ground, gets up, and then bamps over next to Zinzi's with this rippling crack. And the worm kind of is blasted back by the shock and then settles back into its deep throat Jurassic Park growl.
I would just like to say when I pop up next to Zinzi's, hello! And that is my turn.
All right, Zinzi's, it's now your turn. Gwen is now right in front of you.
I scream. And I step aside so I have a line of shot.
You run away from Gwen. Gotcha.
Do two times.
All right, roll me an attack.
First one. That's a 19 plus 6 is 25.
That hits.
Yeah. That is 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Second one. Fuck me. That's only
11 misses.
11. My bonus action, I just pull my revolver out ready for the next round as I'm crying.
All right, is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay. Zinzi's startled by Gwen's sudden appearance, ducks off to the side, fires off 2 shots. One of them bounces off of its heavy, thick hide, and the other one hits it just in one of its wounds, and it kind of quakes in the pain. Gallon, it is your turn.
Yes. Gallon has had enough. So he's going to use his last 3rd level spell slot to cast Lightning Bolt.
Okay.
Make a dex save.
All right. I'm going to take a picture of it.
Please tell me that's a natural 1.
Sorry.
Son of a bitch.
Natural 20. I'm sorry.
Still takes half damage.
It still takes half damage.
That's still pretty decent damage. Fuck me. Wait. Oh, okay. Okay, that is. Hold up. It is late and basic math is not my strong suit right now. That's 41 points of lightning damage.
Tell me
Halved
how
to
you kill my monster.
Even with half that kills him?
He had 11 hit points left.
I want this lightning bolt to basically go into this fucker's mouth and sear out the other side of its fucking skull.
So, having just been shot by Zinzis, it's quaked and shaking its head, and it turns around to do another one of those hideous, soul-wrenching roars, and you use that opportunity to fire, and it streaks off straight into its throat, cutting the sound off halfway and pierces back into the sky behind it, and you can hear the lightning crackle through the clouds, and it collapses into a pile. Good job.
My God.
Well then.
Damn.
All right, music.
Dear God.
Nar's going to be like on his back. Nar's going to be like on his back as a bear, like doing that whole rocking thing to try and get back up. And then eventually get back up. So he's like sitting with his legs out like this and his wee paws in the front, but he's not a bear anymore. He's Nar. He's just like, Super, what's up, brother?
Zenzi's still standing like.
Okay.
Red like parkours her way down from the tree.
It's a little bit more
What?
tricky now because the tree is leaning
Yeah.
over and precariously.
I've been talking as Glenn for like a minute, and I didn't realize I was muted.
Oh God.
Galen is going to go like gingerly towards Nar,
Same.
and I'm going to have him roll to see if this will work, but because Galen knows 2 languages apart from common,
Okay.
so I'm just going to roll to see which one he does. He's going to say in Sylvan. Excuse me, little one, are you okay?
I'll let DM decide. Would it be the same tongue?
I would say it's close enough. It's because Sylvan is what everything had evolved from. So I'd say it probably sounds a little, because you're prehistoric, it's probably a little choppy. But you have a general, this is like caveman speech. This is be hungry, wear fire.
Basically, basically what you would get, Galen, is big bird person, big rah rah rah, and then skyfire, and then what you all hear is
He
those are all words that I created, by the way.
he's he seems rather impressed of our feats with the battle.
Oh, and he's so cute. Are you still a bear, or have you gone back to Jabin form?
No. He's turned back into.
Okay.
I don't know why this is him. Chinchillas don't do this, but yeah.
But they do this.
Yeah, they actually do. They have prominent index, like digits, so they actually do come very close to doing this.
Why is that adorable?
Nar is actually based off my chinchilla, who was actually named Nar. He was awesome. He had one ear and one eye, and he was just fucked up in general, but he was fucking awesome.
So he was gnarly. And you called him Nar.
I'm going to gesture to the group. Any questions we'd like to ask?
Oh, I think I can actually help with that. I would like to cast tongues. As long as Nar understands a language or speaks a language, we can understand each other perfectly, but it's not like a megaphone. Like when he talks, he's still speaking the same way he is. I just understand it. So with DM permission, Brandon, if you want to message me what you're saying, I can relay it to the group.
That works for me. While that's happening, I haven't heard from Gerald or Zinzi's as to what you guys are doing right now.
Well,
Zinzi's
Gwen just fucked off and left a crying squirrel behind.
Remember, Gwen's in like mother mode. She's like, baby, I have to protect the baby.
This is also baby.
Youngest baby first.
I am almost literal baby.
I have been demoted as baby of the group. This is fine. This is fine. This is a big girl. She wipes the tears from her eyes, stows her guns away, and just goes to inspect the worm.
Does she kick it?
Yes, she kicks it.
Stupid worm.
Gerald is slowly making his way.
You fucker.
Gerald is slowly making his way back to the others, holding like the side of his back, like just kind of limping towards the group. Look at everyone. Ow! Fuck bit me.
Oh, are you all right, dear?
No.
Not you. No, our new friend here. I'll deal with you in a moment. One moment.
Red climbed down from the tree. Gerald is limping. Galen was trying to translate. Zinzi's, were you just inspecting it?
I'm staying away from the group and I'm kicking the dead worm.
Okay, but you're not investigating it or trying to harvest it or...
Not trying to harvest anything. I'm just kicking the shit out of its corpse.
Cool.
Nara's like holding his ears and just doing this.
Yeah. So, Gwen's gonna offer you some pocket bacon. Some pocket almonds.
Narwood can like.
Would you like some berries?
He's gonna like almost like look around as if
She just
my mum here.
she has like all of her little pouches she's pulling out, and she's like, just like, do you want some of this? Do you want some of this? Do you want some of this?
He's now got like red all over here.
Anyone who wants to can make who's around Nar can make an insight check on Nar if you'd like to.
Wait, don't I get advantage on this?
Nobody get
I
advantage
do.
on nothing with Nar.
Is it all wisdom checks or is it all intelligence checks? I can't remember.
No, it's persuasion and persuasion and insight is deception and insight is the core of them.
Brian, I sent you an answer to the question that you asked.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can add you guys both to a chat so we can. The DM is also in on it.
That sounds fair.
Well, also, I'm just thinking, as Galen knows fluent Sylvan, what we could do is that Brandon can obviously like do the basics and in game, and that way it just saves the of Galen translating. He said this. Da, 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 da.
Yeah. So Galen, you can tell that yes, this is Sylvan, but it's even more primitive than the Sylvan you know.
Okay, so
it's very, very caveman. It's just you can tell that this is probably root language stuff.
Okay.
Oh. So the wee lad said that there was a ground shake, like you said, Galen, and that there was a big earth wormy that went rawr, and then the sky went pew, and everything went flat. Oh, what's your name, little one? Gwen. My name is Gwen. Nar? No? Okay. His name is Nar. She looks around at everyone. Wait, where's Enzies?
You check.
What?
Make a perception check.
Natural 1.
I have no idea where Zinzi's is. You're kind of starting to get worried because
is Gwen really getting worried though? Is she?
I mean,
you're a giant worm. Gwen, you're starting to think that Zinzi's got eaten and you didn't notice.
Yeah.
Nar will volunteer to tunnel through the beast.
Red, dear, can you see Zinzi's from here?
Should I make a perception check as well?
Yep.
Okay.
There's a big ass worm nearby, and I'm right behind it.
Gerald
21.
You know exactly where Zinzi's is. Zinzi's is still kicking the shit out of the worm.
It's just gonna like tap Gwen on the shoulder.
You see wet patches on the side of her cheeks.
She's cursing every possible curse known to Gerbine and birdfolk in Gerbine. It's quite horrifying and scary to hear such atrocious words coming out of her mouth.
With tongues active, Gwen is like, young lady, what? Come over here. Would you like some food?
No, I'll shoot the goddamn turban off your head!
I don't wear a turban.
Gwen,
What's the fucking head wrap that you wear then?
Just like
Gwen.
It goes back to clicking the worm.
Zinzi's.
It's all right.
And just Red will go over to Zinzi's and leave the group. She'll just like stand there next to Zinzi's as she's like kicking the shit out of this stupid worm. And just go. Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Do you want a drink?
Yes.
All right.
And you realize this is the first time Zinzi's has ever asked for alcohol.
Yep. Red doesn't even question it. She pulls out her flask.
I think this whole time I've had Zinzi's not drink alcohol. I think she's drank once and got super drunk and never drank again. This is the first time in a while she's asked for alcohol.
Yep.
Oh my god,
And Red is like, here
bad
you go.
Yay!
Just shakes it and goes,
Take it easy. Whoa there.
I have to ask, is that the alcohol from Einar?
No.
Okay.
Yes,
No.
yes.
That one skin is
ASMR slurp sounds I made is exactly what Zinzi's just made.
My dad was trying to knock snow off the roof.
Red will
Just, like scraping the top of the roof. So he's
Red
just
will
trying to,
like go to pet her head, but then won't, and just put her hand on Zizzy's shoulder instead. And just say, would you like me to kick the shit out of it too?
Please join me, yes.
All right. Start kicking the shit.
Get out of the carpet.
Does Nar see the two people attacking the dead worm?
Make a perception check. Your DC is a little higher because you are surrounded by people.
Yeah, Gwen is literally sitting right in front of you, like eyes, beady eyes, like looking directly at you.
That's a 15 plus 9 plus 1, so 25.
Yes, you see Zinzi's and now Red joining her in the
No.
let's attack the corpse.
Nar
mode.
is literally just going to do this, completely ignore everybody else, like buries it in his mouth and just drop them, like, and then he's going to go up on his head, doing a handstand, shake his butt side to side and go, circle, circle, circle.
to those who can translate.
Yeah, what is that?
Na, 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 na. He's doing
I'm
it to
gonna
the
kill a
worm.
baby.
He's doing it
I'm
to the
going to
worm.
kill a baby.
Doing it to the worm. Not to you guys. To the
Zinzi's
worm.
doesn't know that.
Nope.
Zinzi's making an insight check if you see this.
I assume I do. Oh my
You might
god, a natural 3 plus 1 is 4.
This is a very strange creature, and he's doing weird shit. Did anyone roll an insight check on Nar earlier? I didn't get the numbers.
I did roll and I got a dirty 20.
Okay. Did anybody else?
I don't think I did.
Gwen's too distracted.
Okay. Galen, you can tell this particular creature very young. This is a child.
Gwen,
Yes, when you look at Gwen's eyes, you see they're like watering a little bit, and like there is a tear coming down.
this is a child, an actual child.
Yes, I know. It's beautiful.
That's not
That's a
That's
child,
not-
like it's an actual kid.
that's not the point. The point is, this is a child
Mm-hmm.
of nothing that we've seen before.
Mm-hmm.
It's not your child.
I know, but I love him. I mean, I just want to make sure he's safe.
In the most basic form of Sylvan Galen can, he'll ask Nah, where do you come from?
So you said Nar would kind of get the gist of what he's saying, yeah?
And if you don't understand it, Gwen can translate.
Okay.
We can just assume that if it doesn't make it through Galen, it goes through Gwen.
You can so like keywords. So you hear like where from. Like you don't middle words are kind of missing, but keywords you get.
Nar is going to kind of like jump up and be like, ah, and then like, then slowly realize that he doesn't recognize the place. Then be like, and it's like he's going to start like ranting off in his wee language. You guys kind of get what he's saying. It's like, well, there's the big pointy rock, that goes up into the sky, and then there's the hole, and then you go down the hole and into the hole, and then there's our hole, and there's me, and there's Mama, and there's Papa, and then he lists off names of like 5 others, and then he's like, and then he points like right into the middle, and he's like, and then there's me.
Did you catch all of that?
I got the gist.
Where? Sorry, Galen. Where is the giant? The stone you said, giant stone.
He's basically referencing a mountain.
Ah, okay.
Big pointy rock and sky.
Beastmaster, question: is there one mountain of significance that could possibly he could possibly mean in Humblewood?
I mean, over millions of years of evolution, that mountain could have flattened. So that's why I'm being vague with it. So the DM has full control to say whatever it has become.
You guys, you can tell that he's very confused.
Is he wearing anything?
Huh?
He's wearing like a loincloth and like it's like a leather like strap thing, which obviously has got the wee nooks in it that he can put stuff in that he finds. But it's like obviously it's prehistoric. It's made from like
it's like handmade.
Galen, you've done quite a bit of studying. Make an intelligence check. I think if anyone were to figure it out, you're the most bookish.
Can Gwen also do like a check at this point now that Galen's pointed it out?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna send a picture of this. Hold on.
H, Mother of Mercy.
20?
I rolled a 3. So for me, sorry, Galen,
Gwen, Gwen, he is very rustic.
what is the modifier? Do you say just intelligence check?
Yeah.
Or okay. Yeah, then it's a 6 total.
All right. So Gwen, for you, you're like, he's probably, from what he's describing, you guys aren't too far from the mountains. So he probably came from there and got lost somewhere, and his family's just really disconnected. Galen,
we need to find his family.
Galen, you look him over, and you're like, he should be extinct. He's what scholars have come to believe Gerbeans have evolved from, but what he is shouldn't be around.
People, we need to gather around now and have a very, very big chat.
Real quick, Galen, I'm so sorry to bother you for a moment. This spell only has a time limit of an hour, so any absolute communication we need to make with this little fellow has happened now.
We need to have a chat now.
Okay. I'll keep him company because it seems like you want to talk about
but this will have to include you so that all of us can get a gist of what we're dealing with here.
No, I don't want to leave him alone. Look at him.
Just Gwen, he'll be fine. Again, broken Sylvan. Nah. Everything's okay. If you would just like to stay here, me and the others are going to have a talk. Okay? And he's going to do like the double thumbs up.
Nasty.
Yes, nasty.
We'll be right back, dear. And Gwen's going to just sort of like reach out to just sort of like put her hand on your shoulder or something. Her eyes are like beating with like tears. Like you can see like she's not crying, but like her eyes are just like wells of like water. And she's like, okay, we'll be right back.
Right before you look away, he does the Stitch thing where he puts his tongue up his nose.
Nom.
Perfection. Okay.
And Galen, you can tell that this kid, Gerbines, mature very quickly.
Hmm.
But if he were a Corvum, he'd probably be about 5 or 6, which means
So-
that he's not much older than 1,
Hmm.
because your intelligence check was a natural 20.
Okay.
I'll keep an eye on him while we're talking. Just what? Sorry, I have tongues on me, so I can't hide what I'm saying. What
So
is it?
Galen will go to the worm where obviously Red and Zinzi are kicking the shit out of it.
Just curb stomping a dead worm.
Zinzi takes out a revolver and unloads 6 shots into it.
I would also like to point out, you say curb stomp, right? But even prone and dead, it's still about 11, 12, 13 feet off the ground. This is a big fucking worm.
Curb stomp it.
If there's a will,
Do it,
there's a
Zinzi.
way.
I believe in you.
Create pylon.
So we have a bit of an issue right now.
Hey.
Jesus fucking Christ, big wig.
So Nard
What is it that?
should be extinct.
What you mean?
I'm
sorry.
I'm talking prehistoric level of extinction.
But he's. What do you mean?
Eons ago. I'm talking thousands of centuries. He should not be here.
But he is here. Look, and we need to help him find his family.
How did that happen then?
I don't know. Subterranean cave system. This is just. For once, I'm speechless. For once, I'm absolutely speechless.
Could it be possible? Now, hear me out. I know you're a scholar, but is it possible that his family or his tribe just stayed away from other people for long enough that we just didn't find them?
I don't think I would have these type of books on me handy where I can list prehistoric species and findings.
Nar's just like trying to wrestle a grub out the ground now.
But look at him. It resembles illustrations in text that scholars believe that this is the root. This species is the root of all Gerbine.
That's fascinating.
Strange.
Again, my spell runs out quickly. What would you like to do about this? Because I think we should keep him with us until we can find his family, or at least find some help for him.
I don't know.
I'd have to agree with Gwen. We don't know where he came from. We don't know if his family's around. If he really is prehistoric and this small and young, we should probably at least look after him until we can find a proper way, for him to make it out on his own, or until we can find his family.
You said he was a child. How old do you think he is? He's clearly young.
DM, you said in Corbin, bird folk years, 1.
Yeah,
So,
about one and a half.
Maturity level, you're looking at 5. Actual years, he can't be a little over than 1.
Maturity level, I can't guess more than 5 years old.
Hmm.
Actual age? Given the second, he can't be more than 1 year old.
Zinzies, you do know because you are a jur being about, the rapid maturing rate. So you're like, yeah, he's probably about 1 year old.
Zinzi's is staying quiet. She's not confirming it.
Zenzi has some hatred for Nar.
She doesn't have hatred for Nar. She has hatred for Gwen right now.
Oof.
She's just staying silent so she doesn't accidentally project that onto Nar.
We need to protect this bean.
I'm sorry, did you just call it a bean?
Yes, look at how tiny and adorable. I'm so sorry. I'm so
Look
sorry.
over, and Nar's just like munching the last of the grub. Like,
That can manipulate Earth and turn into another beast.
Well, we all have our gifts.
Gwen is right about one thing. We do need to take it. Well, Gwen and Red are right about one thing. We do need to take care of it because this poor thing is going to be vulnerable as to where it came from and as to the legitimacy of whether it's prehistoric or not. I don't know. But using all of the knowledge I have, that's the only conclusion that I can get to.
Why don't we see if we can instill some ground words so we can communicate once my spell is up and you seem to be able to communicate with him a little bit. What language are you speaking? Because I don't recognize it.
It's Sylvan.
Oh yes, very ancient language. All right, well,
let me establish some groundwork with him, and we'll go from there. But I think we need to keep moving because who knows how many of those wiggling bastards are around.
Yes, that is a good point. Let's talk to him while we're traveling if he's willing to come with us.
I'm going to say because of your very quick affection for him, there's a conflict of interest, so I'm going to talk to him.
But I have tongue, so I can make sure that we have the right.
Sylvan seems to be a good basic ground. All right, let's try it. You know what, Gwen? You can talk to him. It's fine. I need to wrap my head around this.
No, I would like your comment. That's all right.
Okay. All right. Me and Gwen will handle Nah, and the rest of you deliberate amongst yourselves what we need to do. Obviously, we're going in for a knoll hunt, but yeah, I do apologize for bringing that on you. I'm just very confused right now.
Well, we have an opportunity to help someone, so I'm really excited for it. And as she says that, she's going to start waddling over to Nar again. We're finished, Nar. Did you get enough to eat?
Just drawing in the dark. Nar's just drawing in the dark.
Galen's going to stay behind with the others and just say to them, thoughts, people?
I also never heard of a giant polar bear, man, but we found that as well.
Fair point.
Strange things out there.
Bread, Sensies? Thoughts?
Zinzi is silent. She's just starting to pry her bullets out of the carcass of the fucking worm.
Ultimately, I'm down with whatever anyone wants to do. I've said my thoughts. So
some way of communicating. I mean, I don't see why not.
Out of character, I'm so glad I chose Sylvan. This could have been really interesting.
I mean, yeah, because Gwen can only cast tongues like once or twice a day, so that's like only 1 or 2 hours to be like, let us communicate with you, you cute little bastard.
I imagine this kind of like I've been watching SG-1 a lot again because I haven't watched it since I was a child.
Mhm.
And it's a lot like ancient Egyptian turns into the gold languages that you hear on like Chulak. It's just like I understand you, but we really have like this is basic root shit.
I understand you, but there's this barrier that's going to annoy me.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I hear Spanish, I'm like, I know that word. I know that word. I don't know those.
The way I'm kind of understanding it is it's like when I hear Danish,
Mm.
like I can get what they're saying. It just sounds weird when they say it.
It's just because you speak Italian doesn't mean you understand Latin. It's that.
Yeah. Now at this point, is just fascinated by everybody that made like the sky go boom and like did the stab with the stab thing that he's never seen before, and then especially fascinated with the 2 stick things that make the boom boom sound. Like so Nars just like Nars like it's screw my family. I don't remember you guys now.
At this
You're
point,
debating whether or not to adopt me. Too bad I've adopted you.
He probably will drift more towards Red and Zinzi's purely because bushy tail, bushy tail, bushy tail.
Mhm.
mm-hmm.
I mean, he'll probably think that Red's a bit of a freak because, like, bushy tail but also small, bushy tail but
Big.
but like he'll be like bushy
Really?
tails mean bushy tail. So
It's the little things. in
Nar
your-
and Zenzi's have in common is they're relatively the same height because Zenzi's is only 2 feet tall as well.
Nars like like just like brushing
Nar's
that.
ears are make him appear taller.
Yeah, not all of Nar's height is in his tail.
Yeah.
Peeking up above his head.
Like if his ears naturally sit like this.
Yeah.
If his ears perked up, he's like
Yeah, he would be
2.5 feet
taller.
tall. But yeah, she's just like, you're done? Okay.
Gwen will come over and just start picking up the pouches of food that she left out. And
They're all empty.
okay. Go through the bacon.
Yeah, the bacon is untouched, but he has like berry, like he's got berry like here.
First of all, Brian's like, oh my god, adorable. Gwen is like entranced. And she's just gonna what she will do is she'll sort of like Nar, do you want to come with us? We might be able to find your family or your home, but it's not safe here in the woods alone by yourself.
Okay.
Again, I'm Gwen, and she'll gesture over to Red, or just like you guys are all sort of like standing in like a group, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just frying bullets out of the carcass.
That's Zinzi's over there, and then Gerald, Red, and Galen is the one who has been talking with you. I'm only going to be able to speak to you and you understand me for another handful of minutes, but once a day we can have a conversation that I hope we can get to know you a little better, and Galen seems to understand most of what you're saying. So do you need anything right now? Are you okay? Okay. That creature you turned into was very impressive. Yes, yes. He's so big and cute and fluffy. I mean, scary, scary, and I was terrified. Right. Well, let's go talk to Galen. We can get some basics down here.
Fuck. Now I need to think. Now I actually need to think of what basics we need to set as a group.
So Gwendolyn, was she taught. So she'll go over like the basics of like yes, no. We'll do like over the next 20 minutes, just sort of like words for like the basic things that we all need, like water, food, sleep, hunger, like day, night, like a handful of feeling words, like just a general gist of like that, and then we'll go over names one more time.
Okay.
You'll still pronounce everybody's name wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
You'll end up having to do most of that through Galen because Gwen, right now you are just understood. So it'd be like the word is night. It still sounds like Sylvan.
Yeah.
But Nar, make an intelligence check to see how much of it you pick up.
Okay. Me and my +0 of intelligence. Well, I got a +1 to all checks, so I rolled my age. I understand shit.
You think you are sure you know everyone's name now, and the spiky one is definitely named Red.
What?
Close enough.
Wait, am I the spiky one?
Yep.
Who, by the way, is not wearing anything red. Gwen, just
Nar doesn't know what the word red means. He just knows you said this is red, and he goes, "Cool, you're red."
Red. Red. Sussex.
Points at Gerald.
Sussex.
Not quite, dear. We'll get there. Should we start walking? I feel like.
Let's start moving.
Okay, I need to collect my rod of the immovable one. And then I'll. If someone could help me, I'm a little short.
Galen will fly up and get the immovable rod.
Just push it, and then it releases.
I have touched one of these before.
Oh, okay.
There you are.
Thank you, dear. I'm sorry for my instincts kicked in, and
It's fine.
it's been a while since I've been around someone so young. It just it brought back when I lost my original pups. I didn't think I was gonna have any of them survive, and when the one did, my son, as you know, it gave me a beacon of hope. So this just sort of reminded me of all that. But I'll try to keep my emotions in check. I know he's not my child, and while he's young, I want to keep.
It's good to have that motherly protection. It is. We just at the moment we just can't afford to
Get attached because a worm might swallow him.
Well, there's that. But also, Gwendolyn, we have a purpose that we need to fulfill.
Yes, yeah, you're correct, and that's fine. I'll try to take care of Nar as best as I can, but I will also keep an eye on our prize here.
Absolutely.
All right.
Nar's just walking around misnaming people now.
I think Tongues is about to wear off, so we'll have to communicate with you for the time being, but we'll work on his vocabulary.
I don't have anything else for Gallant RP, so that's it for me.
Yeah, Gwen's just kind of like reflecting on everything and just thinking about like what kind of prehistoric creature would have just appeared in the middle of the woods here. Like what the heck?
Right. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to do for the night?
Zinzi's is just actively staying away from Gwen, and that's it.
Okay.
As we are resting, I will do the Song of Rest so we could all get a little bit more health back.
Okay, so you guys can take a short rest here then.
Okay.
Recuperate any hit points you need. Is anyone going to try and harvest anything from this worm during this time or no?
Probably after a bit, Gerald will try and see what he can get off of it.
Nar will probably try and pull a toothless.
All right, whoever wants to can roll a survival check to see if they can harvest.
All right. I made sure to unclick my boots after battle so that I didn't waste all 10 minutes of it.
Sounds good.
That's a 21 on the survival. 11 plus 9 plus 1.
I'm just going to make a note for my boots that I have 9 minutes left on them.
All right. Are you only... What did you get, Gerald?
19.
Okay. No, you said you were getting teeth. Are you just getting teeth or anything else?
I mean, ideally he'll go for a tooth, but if anything else is able to be pried off, he'll probably take it.
Okay. I'll say you're able to acquire about... I'll use my dice that nearly killed you guys tonight.
Nope.
Yeah. You're able to get 19 teeth. This thing is a beast.
Oh my god.
And then if you want, you can start working to try and carve through some of the hide. I don't know if Nar would think, oh, let's harvest hide to possibly take to an armorer later or not.
He's prehistoric. He's probably seen his dad take like hide and make stuff out of it. Probably knows his stuff is made from like hide, so he'd probably try and take a bit.
Well, I'll say you're able to get a good like 3 pounds of meat from the worm, and like 5 yards of the hide to take to someone who can possibly tan it later. Although I'm sure he's just like, this is what my daddy does, and has no idea what to do.
Got a clue. He just knows this is what dad did.
Gerald, you rolled a 19. Okay, so you can get... I rolled really high on that. You get 10 teeth. And then you get, I'll say you help Nar get that 10 yards of the hide, and you're able to get about 10 pounds more of the worm meat if you guys want to try and cook it up later.
Yeah.
There's not really much else to get from a worm because they're not poisonous. They're just assholes.
They're just fucking assholes.
Fucking
right.
Tories is what they are. They're Tories.
If that is all we like to do for the evening, we are going to wrap it up here and pick up again in 2 weeks. So for anyone who's watching this, thank you. I hope you all enjoyed our chaos and craziness as we do. And have a great couple weeks.
Yay.
Bye.
Falter, falter.